Hello, everybody, and welcome in. How are we all doing? Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning. We are here presented by DDR D-Dot Racing, and I'm your host for the evening, GT45 Gaming. Welcome to the show. So, last night, Monday night, our AM class took the track to open up our season here for Roving Island World Tour 2 North America Edition. And boy, what a great set of racing. So, normally we would start with the big division in the season, but we decided to put the lowest division out and just give everybody a little taste of what they're going to see when we get into those faster divisions. But tonight, we're not going to hold it back any longer. We are putting the fastest 15 of our drivers out of the 40 plus registered drivers on the track, and they're about to race for championship supremacy. This is an all-star lineup, ladies and gentlemen. Qualifying was super close between two groups of these drivers, and we are going to see very tight, close door-to-door racing, and we're going to see those mistakes made because our pro division is going to be driving these cars on the edge all race night long. So I hope we're ready for a show. I highly recommend grabbing the popcorn now, refreshing those beverages, and settling in, because you're not going to want to miss a single section, not a second, of this absolutely blazing fast pro class. Potentially the fastest ever pro division ever seen here at GT45 Gaming. And it's right here live on your big screens. Welcome in if you're viewing from home, the office, or wherever it is that you love to watch your races from. We appreciate all your support. On the screen in front of you is where we are today. John coming in. How you doing, my guy? We're in the United Kingdom at Brands Hatch. It is a real-world circuit. It has a tarmac surface, and it appears in Gran Turismo 6, Gran Turismo Sport, and Gran Turismo 7. Currently, number of layouts with this track in the new platform of Gran Turismo 7 is 2. Again, presented by DDR D-Dot Racing, and we're in for a doozy tonight. Let's talk about the track. Got to switch the screen. Let's talk about our race here. Let's bring up our race details. We're not rushing as much tonight as we should be. We seem to be more on the ball. All right. So let's talk about our race. All season long, we're going to see these very specific settings within the race. It is qualifying settings are going to be the same as racing conditions this season. Any GR3 is permitted, but no Toyota Supra and no VGT GR3. So it eliminates about 8 or 9 cars out of the group. Lobby opens at 9 p.m. Eastern time for initial practice. We'll be resetting that lobby in about 2 minutes time for these drivers to get ready to qualifying. Qualifying starts at 1/2 It is a BOP on no tuning series. It has real grip, it has real slipstream, and all the good stuff that goes with that. The only driving aids available to our pro class is traction control and ABS if they opt to use it, that is. Grip is reduced on track edge, and the drivers must use the required tire for a minimum of 2 laps. So an out lap, 1 full circuit lap, and then they can come back in and pit. So essentially 3 laps around the racetrack before these drivers can pit. Our penalty settings in the series is boost is off. We have shortcut wake penalties. We have heavy damage model here this series. We start with a default of 100 liters. Flag rules are in play, which means pit penalties are also in play. Under caution flag situations, the pros really need to be cautious about passing under yellow flag. They'll receive a 3-second penalty. So what's on the docket? Same thing as last night, just a different group of drivers this time. We have race 1. It's a 15-minute qualifier followed by a 15-minute sprint race, no tire wear, and no fuel consumption. It is SO1 weather, nice and sunny, and it is an 8 times variable rate starting in the afternoon. And this is going to be a full send race. Full send race. These drivers will not hold back in this 15-minute sprint. From there, we set up a reverse grid based off our finishing result of race 1. So there'll be no qualifying in race 2. We'll set that grid based off of how these drivers finish in the first race. It'll be a 30-minute sprint race, and they will have a mandatory pit stop because they will need to use the racing soft and the racing medium tires. ×4 tire wear and ×4 fuel consumption means every lap around Brands Hatch in the second race, they will be using 4 laps of fuel and 4 laps of tire. The weather in race 2 will be S10 misty and sunny with lots of clouds in the evening. And again, ×8 weather variables. So it's going to be a really hot, greasy racetrack right down to a cool, slippery racetrack. It's going to be very interesting to see how all of our drivers handle things here today. All right, let's talk about Brands Hatch really quickly here. We're going to reset the lobby right now. So I'm just going to set you down. I know, more banging and clanging. I'm sorry, chat. I don't have my new mic yet. It's coming. Resetting lobby. All right. So on your screen in front of you is Brands Hatch, ladies and gentlemen. It is just a short little guy, 2.45 miles, 3.95 kilometers, 9 left and right hand turns. It's tarmac road surface, real world circuit, which means it still races to this day, and 115 feet from the highest point to the lowest point at Brands Hatch. We're just going to double check everything before we set this thing down. We're going to knock that down a little bit. We're going to knock that down a little bit. All right. And that. And bada bing, bada boom. All right. So 9 corners. The left hand top side center of the screen is a blue dot that says Brabham Straight right there. There's a little blue dot with an arrow pointing up. That is our start finish line. We're going to head up towards the top of the track. Turn 1, Paddock Hill Bend. That takes us into the Halley, Woods Hill, and turn 2, which is Druids. From there, that takes us into a little left-hander called Graham Hill Bend and down the Cooper Straight. That then takes us into Surtsey. So now we've gone downhill. We're heading back uphill here at Brands Hatch. That takes us up a huge long run into Hawthorns Hill. And then from there we go through Dingle Dell. 3 spicy blind corners, finished off by Sheen Curve. At the bottom center there, turn 8 is Sterling's. They head down a last little straightaway into Clearways and around Clark's Curve to finish a lap here around Brands Hatch here this evening. So it should be an interesting night of racing with this pro division. That much I can say for sure. All right, let's go check it out. Let's go see the lineup. Here comes a good show, says, hey, how you doing, brother? What up, GT? How you doing, Scott? Victory Pace up in the house. Let's go Kanji. Let's go Dirty Air. A couple of Victory Pace racers here up in the house. We'll go through all that here just in a minute's time. All right. So we're just going to get the ready prompts, and we're going to go. I hope everybody's ready. We had a great amateur start to our season last night. DDR Hulky coming in with back-to-back wins, and what makes it even sweeter, his first ever career league victory wins. So pretty big night there for DDR Hulky in the amateur division. Let's see if somebody in the pro division can go back-to-back wins here tonight. It is a tough split. It is going to be anybody's game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we got 10 of our 15 readied up, so. All right, so it's a 15-minute qualifier, so we are going to see some of these drivers potentially just sit in pit lane for a few minutes, or we're going to see some of these guys take advantage of the full 15 minutes. We don't know what these pros are going to do. That's the beautiful thing. They are unpredictable. They're just going to do what they do best and absolutely send it around Brands Hatch tonight. We're going to see some great passes. We're going to read some great battling, and we're probably going to see some great crashes. That much I can almost promise. All right. Whew. Full lobby, 15 absolutely fast drivers on the racetrack. Let's go qualifying, chat. All right, try to keep the mic nice and tidy, nice and close. We'll try to keep that audio nice and crisp for everybody. Hey, we appreciate you, Cole. Hey, Nolander, let's go, Bo. We appreciate all those likes and reactions on the streams as well. Please, if you haven't done so yet, don't forget to like and share out both the YouTube and Facebook streams. We'll have a reel up at the end of the stream tonight, and we'll have a highlight video on YouTube available for everybody to watch for the highlight moments of the Pro Division here this evening. So definitely make sure you're following both platforms, because we're spreading the love here this season at Roving Island World Tour 2. And boy, we're in for a treat tonight. I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready, Team Rad. Let's go, Bo. Let's go, Scott. Hey, we're going to have some fun. We are going to have some fun. All right, so Miss Devious is leading out the charge here tonight. So 10 Tenths Racing, Miss Devious is going to start things off here for the Pro Division today, and this driver is in full VR2, ladies and gentlemen. She is one of our VR competitors here in this very early season. So we're going to stick with Miss Devious here on the outlap. And then, actually, no, let's go through the drivers so we can introduce everybody. So it is 10-10's Miss Devious here. We have Apex Sim Racing Streeter Tom in second out on track. We've got Apex Racing Sim Racing's Larry Birch third out on track. Just got passed by Apex Sim Racing Jakey, three-time DMJ champion here at GT45 Gaming in that Lamborghini Huracan. We've got Apex Sim Racing's Larry Birch in the Lexus. We've got Apex Sim Racing's Bar 27 in that Porsche 911 RSR. We've got Lucas the 36 in the Ford GT race car. We've got Risky Replicant up in the house here as well in the Mercedes. We've got VPR's Kanji in a Mercedes here on track as well. We've got DDR's own IT43 in the house here in 9th position with that Nissan GTR. We've got Apex Sim Racing's team founder, Apex Tattooed Freak here in 10th, and he is running the F-Type Jaguar. Love that. We've got Flying Fox Racing's Tom the Tech rolling in here, and he's going to go with that Subaru BRZ this season. ATK Accursed is also in a Mercedes. Mercedes seems to be a popular choice here out of this group this season. We've got Petrolhead in that Corvette. Love to see that Corvette on track. This is a man of my own heart right there. We've got Dirty Air sitting here in the McLaren 650S, and from VPR Racing as well. And oh, Mr. Bo Snipe, there it is, Mr. Bo Snipe here in that McLaren 650S as well. So that is our absolutely stacked all-star Pro Division lineup here this season, and I hope you're all ready because they're gonna put on a show. Go TT, says Ginger. Hey, the team is out, all the teams out cheering on their racers, their buddies, their besties, whatever you want to call them, their brothers or sisters. But it is going to be, all the gloves will be off when that green flag drops, and not much, I will assure you. So we are going to sit here with TT's Miss Devious as she's getting near the end of the lap here, and she's going to be the first one to record a flyer. And let's see what that time is as she comes across the start-finish line. From there, we'll head over to Apex Streeter Tom and just keep trying to roll through the field here. All right, 24-7. Streeter Tom goes to pole. Jakey's going to come through. He's going to take pole. Larry Birch, he's going to sit there. He's going to stay in 4th place. All right, so bar 27 here. Let's see what he's got. Jakey currently sitting in pole with a 23.688. Ooh, Risky coming across in 2nd place. So 2nd on the track there. Freak coming in 7th, and Bar must have fell back in behind a little bit there. We've got Kanji coming across next, and Bar's coming into pit lane. Where's Kanji? There he is. We missed him. Alright, so the game has us all out of order again. This has been a problem lately, so I do apologize. Alright, so Tom the Tech settles across in 9th. Kanji comes across in 10th. Definitely not an ideal lap there. Must have made a mistake at some point. We've got Dirty Air here. He's just kind of come in and put his first flyer right now, and it is a 27.2, so it wasn't an ideal lap for him either. But the guys have 15 minutes, guys and gals, my apologies, have 15 minutes here to put in their best time, and that is a lot of time for drivers of this caliber to really home in a perfect lap. We got Petrol here. He's sitting in 8th place currently. We've got Tattooed Freak sitting in 9th place currently. We've got Tom the Tech rounding out the top 10 at the moment. We've got Bo Snipe in 11th. We've got Dirty Air in 13th. We've got Kanji in 12th, Kanji in 13th. Bar 27 in 14th. He hasn't go out in a good lap yet. Big slide there coming from Bar, and Lucas 36 is just on his first flyer here, so he is early in that lap. Let's see what Jakey's got as he comes across. Devious improving her time. That's 3rd place for her. Is just a hair off. We've got Risky Replicant here. He's coming across right now. Let's see what he's got as he comes across that finish line. And it is an improvement, but a small improvement, so it's going to keep him in 2nd for the time being. Where's our next driver? Right there. We just had IT43 come through in 5th place. ATK Accursed coming through here. Let's see what he's got from ATK Motorsports. Oh, it's a good lap there. 4th place there for ATK. Streeter Tom in 5th. Kanji comes around there. It's a good lap, moving himself up into 6th. That knocks IT43 down into 7th place. We got Larry here. He's at Certzi's right now. Petrolhead coming through with the Corvette. Let's see what he's got. That jumps him up into 7th place. So here we go. It is on between these drivers. They're going to continue to improve and improve and improve, and it is really hard to say which one of these Pro Division drivers is going to end up on the top of this list here today. That is for sure. But right now it's Apex Sim Racing's Jakey, and he's showing why he's still the man that everybody has the target on here. Again, season in, season out, but he gets a little bit wide there. He is utilizing every millimeter and a little extra around this racetrack right now. Lucas 36 comes down in a big P2, gets it wrong in Paddock Hill Bend. He's going to turf that car into the wall, but it's 24 flat there from Lucas 36. It's good enough currently for second place. Bo Snipe, 24.151 in third place. We got Risky, 24.2. I mean, look how close this is getting, ladies and gentlemen. 3/10 of a second between Jakey to Lucas, and it's a tenth, it's half a tenth, it's 3/4 of a tenth, it's a tenth and a half, it's 3/100ths of a second, it's 1/100th of a second, 9/1000ths of a second. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. Let's go. I'm getting excited. Oh, this commentator. We might tear this boot down tonight, Chad. I don't know. Risky, though, in the lead now. He takes pole position, 23.5 from this driver last time around. He's going to take that away from Jakey, so he's now chasing in second. That puts Lucas in third. We're trying to find the next closest driver here. Well, we missed it. Let's go backtrack a little bit here for a second. There we go. It is going to be Dirty Air coming through here. So improved last time around, 27.022. Let's see what he's got this time around here. It's going to be a 26.463. So he's starting to nibble. He's starting to nibble away here. Bo Snipe did not grab any extra position there. Oh, we got Lucas 36. He's coming here around right now. Out lap, so not going to count for anything as he's just on his warm-up lap here. And as these drivers are making a mistake, they're obviously having to come in and get these cars sorted out. So Miss Devious doing exactly that. She's just getting out of the way there. She must have made a mistake. So we've got IT43 coming through here, and oh man, this is going to be close tonight. These drivers are separated by less than a tenth of a second through the field right now. This is insane. Wow. Oh, wow. The gap doesn't start till 10th, and it's only 2/10 at that point. Oof. Oh boy, we better get a towel. Michael Cutler coming in with that follow. Welcome to the Winner's Circle community, my guy. We appreciate that extra level of support, and I hope you enjoy the broadcast because this is going to be a doozy. And welcome to the family, my man. Stay winning. We appreciate you. Apex Sim Racing's Jakey here. He's 2/10 ahead of Bo Snipe, and Bo Snipe, he can close this up yet, so let's see if he's got a nice, good, juicy lap. He's got Dirty Air just in front of him there as well, and Apex Bar 27 in behind him right now as he's coming around to put in another flyer. We still have 7 minutes remaining in qualifying, so these drivers still have like 4-5 laps yet they can put in. So we're not done yet. We are not done yet. All right, Risky Replicant is at a 23.5. Apex Sim Racing's Jakey is 2/10, call it, behind him. For argument's sake, we have Bo Snipe only 2/10 behind Apex Sim Racing's Jakey, and then boy, it gets tight. It is half a second or half a tenth to Jakey gets dropped down by Straighter Tom, and boy, oh boy, it's tightening up at the top here now. Now it's a tenth of a second from Risky to Tom. From Tom to Jake, it's less than a tenth, and it's a tenth to Lucas, it's a tenth to Bo Snipe, it's half a tenth to IT. He has 3/10 on Miss Devious, who has a whisker on Petrol, who has a whisker on a Curse, who has a whisker on Kanji, who has 1.5 tenths on Larry Birch currently, who has a little bit of a gap there. So the gap is Tom the Tech here, and some of the drivers down here, they just haven't got those great laps yet. Can I join next race? You'll have to jump into the GT45 game in Discord, my man. You'll have to register. You'll have to go through the whole process before you can get on track and race with the drivers. We can get a Discord invite up in the pinned comments there for you, though. All right, so Lucas just giving way to Risky there. So Lucas didn't want to interfere with that lap there, and you can see why, as Risky is actually almost a tenth up on his best lap there right now. Straighter Tom here and tucked in behind Kanji. So let's see what these two drivers do as they come around the start-finish line here. It looks like Kanji's got a penalty to serve there, and he's just going to pull out of the way. So these drivers are all so on the ball right now, and I don't know if Tom's up or if he's down. We have no way of telling until he crosses the start-finish line here. So let's see what he's got as he comes around. Oh, it's a good lap. It's pole position right there, and it's now half a tenth ahead of Risky. We're going to sit with Risky, as we know he was purple last time through, and he's lost it there. He's almost 5 Tenths down, almost half a second. So Tom stealing that pole position currently is Apex Jakey here now in third, Lucas in fourth, Bo in fifth, IT in sixth. We got Petrolhead in seventh. We got Miss Devious in eighth. We got a Kirsten in ninth. We got Kanji in 10th. Larry Birch in 11th. Tom the Tech in 12th. Big Wiggle coming out of that BRZ. Tattooed in 13th. Bar 27 in 14th. And Dirty Air, he's had enough. He's parking that thing. He's going to get ready for the race. Big slide right there as Tom comes through Surtees, and he bottled his lap right there. You can see him swinging it back and forth. What do we got left on the clock here? Oh yeah, we still got 4.5 minutes yet, so this is far from over. Bull Snipe coming into pit lane there. Not sure if he's going to come back out or not and take one more crack at it, but he is just chilling right at the moment in pit lane, talking to his team. We've got Larry Birch here in 11th. We've got Tom the Tech in 12th. Tattooed Freak. Oh, just a little bit deep there into Druids, and he's just going to pull out of the way there. And Dirty Air's out. He's going to give her another run here as well. So it looks like Bo Snipe's just going to hang tight and wait for race time here. Qualifying and racing are completely different. Hey, appreciate you, Aaron. Appreciate you, my guy. I'll go pin that right now. There we go. All right. So Tom coming into pit lane there. What do we got? We got Risky, and who was up ahead of Risky there? I think that was Miss Devious, who's currently sitting, I'm not sure where right now, in 9th. It looks like Bar 27 has improved his time a little bit. So let's see what Risky's got. Let's see if he can steal away pole position here. He's getting very close to the end of qualifying now. Ooh, it's a good lap right there. It's a 23.404, and he's going to be, I'm not done yet. So now Tom's sitting in second place. Jakey here in third. We've got Lucas in fourth. We got Bo in fifth. We got IT43 in sixth. We've got Petrol in the Corvette right now in seventh place, and he's coming around. Let's stick with Petrol here as he comes around and records this time. Let's go, boys. Apex up top. I appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you. All right, let's see if he's on an improvement here. Looks like a pretty good lap. It's a 24.5, but it's not his best, so not able to grab any more positions up in the leaderboard here. 24.1 from Bar 27, and then we've got looks like Tattooed Freak tucked in behind here. So let's see what Bar 27's got as he comes around here. His best lap's 24.187 here as well. And I don't think that this is an improvement. Nope, it is not. So unfortunate there for Bar 27. All right, Larry Birch and Miss Devious here. Currently, Miss Devious is sitting in 9th, and Larry Birch is currently sitting in 12th, and that's not going to help his case any right there. Especially with only 3 minutes remaining, he's going to have to get that car in and back out if he wants one more swing at this. And let's see what Miss Devious has as she comes around here. It's going to be a 20... It was not a 25. It was a 24.9, or a 24.8 possibly, but still only 9th position here. We've got ATK's accursed in 10th. He's going to come out. He's got just enough time to get one more hot lap in. We got Kanji here in 11th. We've got Larry. Let's see what Larry's got here. We know he bottled that lap a little bit. I guess we don't need to look. Tom the Tech coming around here, and he's been in those 25s very consistently here. He doesn't, just not able to quite find any more time here. And BRZ, you would suspect, would actually be quite good around here. I'm unsure. It's the first BRC we've seen in the series. Also, same with Tattooed Freak here in that Jaguar as well. And Dirty Air in that McLaren. We've seen some McLarens, and we've definitely seen some Porsches, and we're definitely seeing some Mercedes. Oh, I know. These guys are crushing it right now. 23.4s, and I do believe I've seen a 22 in practice runs this week from one of these drivers as well. So it is these guys are on just a whole different level. It's insane. Jakey here in third place. Lucas 36 in fourth. We got Bo Snipe coming around. Let's see what he's got here. It's a good lap. Oh, that looked like a good lap right there, but it still was not enough to grab any more position. It looked like a 24 flat as he came across the line there. It was a 24.071, so our live timing's all messed up again. DDR IT43 here in 6th place, the only DDR representative here up in our top lobby this series. We've got VTX Petrolhead here. He's the only driver representing that team as well. I have to go look what it means again. I can't remember. We got Apex Sim Racing's Bar 27. Of course, Apex Sim Racing always bringing tons of the drivers to the series here, so we appreciate that huge support. We got 10 Tenths Miss Devious, co-founder of 10 Tenths Racing as well, so out there giving everything she's got right now. We've got ATK Cursed. Here we go as he comes down Baddock Hill Bend, and he's going to be just enough time to get this lap in. So let's see if we can find somebody here. We got some of the drivers just sitting at the end of the Druids there, waiting for that timer to run out. We've got Larry Birch on a hot lap. We've got Tom DeTech on a hot lap. Looks like IT's going to pull in here. Looks like Tom's going to pull in as well. Dirty Air, what's he get? Is it an improvement there? 25.7. He's very consistent, and you know, consistency does pay off in racing. The drivers that don't spin the race cars around Brands Hatch typically do really well. Here for Kanji, let's go, buddy. Hey, let's get a Kanji. Oh, VPR in the house. Someone wrecked Jakey for me, says Payday. Come on, Dirty Air. I think he's capable of doing it on himself, maybe. I mean, maybe some props, eh? We get some prop games going in behind the scenes. Kanji in 11th. We got Larry Birch in 12th. Tom the Tech in 13th. Tattooed Freak is done. Dirty Air is done. Risky Replicant, here we go. Our pole sitter here, not by much. Half a tenth here right now over Streeter Tom, who I believe is out flying around here as well. So let's see what Risky has as he comes around this time here. It looks like a good time, but I don't think it's going to be an improvement. It is not. So where is Tom? Tom's actually very close here as well. He's also got ATK Motorsports Accursed up ahead there. We're going to keep our eye on that, see if he jumps up. And that was not an improvement for Tom either. We got Apex and Races Jakey coming around for one more time. Tom the Tech coming around one more time here as well. And it was an improvement right there, 23.6, but it's only still going to keep him in third place. Lucas 36 is finished flying, I think. Oh, there we go. We got Petrolhead there. Not going to be an improvement. Bar's done. We're done. We're done. I think that is all our drivers. Whew, 15 minutes. That was a hot qualifying run. Risky Replicant is our pole position recipient here in round 1 of the Pro Division Roving Island World Tour 2 NA Edition. GG's to Risky Replicant, and first time in the series here, so look out for Risky Replicant. Alright, sounds good. We appreciate you, my guy. The admins will get with you as soon as we're done racing here tonight for sure. Alright, Streeter Tom coming through here in the second place, and then it's a 10.5 to Apex and Racing's Jakey. It's a 10th to Lucas 36. It's 2 tenths to Bo Snipe. It's half a tenth to DDR's IT 43. It's 1.5 tenths to Petrolhead. It is what, 1/100th of a second right there between him and Bar 27. It's a tenth between Bar and Miss Devious. It is 6 100ths between her and Accursed. It is 2 100ths between Accursed and the next driver. That was a spicy qualifying run, and congratulations to all the drivers. That was just a taste of what I think we're about to see here. Oh boy. Oh boy. GG's drivers. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give these drivers just a minute here, and we're going to kick this thing. So that was a really, really great qualifying right there. So they don't need to change tires. They don't really need to do anything here but get lined up on the grid and wait for that green flag to wave. Tight splits there. It is tight. Tom just out-qualified Jakey. I'm here for it. We do, Payme. We'd be coming into YouTube hyping things up. That a boy, Payme. We love you, my guy. All right. The drivers are definitely sitting there thinking right now, so let's go racing. We got 16. We got all of them checked in. All right, we're going to line these absolutely blazing fast boys and girls up on the racetrack into respective cars for the respective teams. We're going to drop the gloves, and we're going to go racing. All right, let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll. All right, Roving Island World Tour 2, North American Edition, Pro Class, Round 1 Sprint Race, number 1. Kick them tires, light them fires. We're green, let's go racing, folks, and here we go. And on our first place driver, Risky Replicant, and right off the bat, Tom is going to try and charge here, but that Mercedes gets a great launch, and he is under pressure immediately from Apex Jakey, but Jakey does not get the position, and Tom shuts the door. Lucas 36 here, up now on the inside here in 4th place, taking a look here on Jakey, and the rest of the pack's just sitting there and behind, waiting for something to happen. 3 deep, 2x2 as we start, and oh, a little bit of a contact there. Ian gets spun out on the curb with a little bit of over throttle, and looks like he gets into the side of Petrol there, and no harm, no foul there. Miss Devious getting it a little bit wrong there as well, as she was on the curbing there, and she just did everything she could to make sure that car stayed there. So whew, all right, let's get going as we head up Surtees. Risky Replicant in first, Streeter Thomas second, Lucas up into third place, Jakey down into fourth place, Both Snipes sitting there in fifth, ATK Cursed up into sixth place, Kanji in seventh, Tom the Tech all the way up into eighth place very early on, Bar 27 in ninth. We got Larry Birch up holding out the top 10. We've got Petrolhead there in 11th, got collected up there a little bit, Tattooed Freak here in 12th. We got Dirty Air here in 13th position, Miss Devious in 14th, right there with Dirty Air just up in front, and IT43. Our boy there has some front end damage on that racing car as well. So, oh, that's unfortunate there. Again, just a little bit too spicy on that throttle on those cold racing medium tires on that curb coming out of Druids there. And boy, oh boy, that's a tough way to start round one. Rip. It happens. It happens. All right, Risky leading the charge. Streeter Tom right there, trying to just hold on to him here, making sure he doesn't get away. We've got Lucas 36. He's having a hard time keeping up those two up front right now. Apex Jakey is tucked right in behind with that Lamborghini, the only Lamborghini Huracan seen so far here this season, as long as that 4GT. So some very good variant cars here. We've got Bo Snipe holding strong in fifth position, and Curse still sitting right there settled in sixth, Kanji in seventh, Tom in eighth, and Bar 27 in ninth. Oh, Bar gets it a little bit wrong there and manages to keep that car underneath him. That was a great reaction right there. Now that's why these are the pros, ladies and gentlemen, and keeps on going, doesn't even lose his position. But Petrolhead definitely going to gain there in 10th place. Larry Birch down into 11th, so Petrol's moving right now. Tattooed Freak here is in 12th position, Dirty Air is in 13th, Miss Devious either in 14th after her mistake, and IT closing in very quickly here already in 15th position. It is tough for these drivers to gain on each other. There's a lot of equal pace drivers here, and we've seen that in our qualifying here. These drivers are split by hairs all the way through the field for the most part, but it is a Risky Replicant still leading the charge, and Apex Streeter Tom is right there. He's not letting him get anywhere. He's like, oh, no. We got a race here, boy. I want that spot. But Lucas 36, he's closing in too. He's starting to feel in, so these tires are starting to heat up. They're starting to get to those temperatures, and they're starting to feel good. Now we're going to see these drivers start to send it. All right, so it is Jakey here. Lucas breaking some slipstream. He's got Bo Snipe tucked in behind with ATK Motorsports Accursed right there as well, and they're spread out just a tiny little bit, but I suspect that this is all going to change. Oh, and Jakey gets it a little bit wrong there. He gets a big wiggle out of that Lamborghini Huracan there, but he manages again to keep his position. Bo Snipe charging in 5th place. We have ATK Accursed there in 6th. Tom the Tech here is in 7th place, and there's a little bit of a gap there. 2.2 seconds is that gap. Bar 27 here in 8th with Petrolhead in 9th position. Larry Birch closing in here in 10th, and we're seeing some position swapping in here in the back part, in the mid part of the pack. Tattooed Freak in 11th position. We got Dirty Air in 12th from VPR. Kanji in 13th from VPR, and must have had a little bit of an issue there as he dropped all the way down from 7th place. Miss Devious here in 14th position, and IT43 rounding it out, but boy, he's right there, 3.3 seconds. So see how that gap changes now. It is going to be tough for these drivers to gain on each other. Luke gets around Jakey. Love to see the Jag. He is closing in fast. Lucas 36 is closing in very fast. And as we say that, he has actually gotten around Apex Racing Streeter Tom. So Streeter Tom has gone wrong. Something has gone wrong for this driver here. He's lost a little bit of pace to those drivers up in front, and boy, he's got a pack bearing down on him right now, and that is led by Jakey, O Snipe, and a Curse. So a 4-way drive here right now, and it's 3rd place on the line. So here we go. 15 minutes isn't a long time, but it seems like an eternity when you're trying to hold the lead of this race. So let's see here as we come into Paddock Hill Bend, and lots of great racing right here. Look at these drivers. They're not skipping a beat. They're on their lines, and they are not losing anything to that driver up in front. Tom the Tech starting to gain here as well in 7th place, and he's starting to show why that BRZ is going to be strong around these shorter, tighter racetracks. 23.4 already. It's heating up. ATK Accursed in 6th place, and he's closing in. He's just reeling in Bo Snipe little bit by little bit. Tom the Tech here, the more these guys continue to stay in that train is going to allow the drivers in the back to start catching up. Bar 27 and Petrolhead here now nose to tail as well as they come through. Corvette versus Porsche 911 here. Love to see it. All right. We got Larry Birch in 10th place in Alexis, and he's starting to close in here a little bit as well there on those two drivers up in front. Tattooed's here in 11th. We've got Dirty Air in 12th. We've got Kanji in 13th, Misdevious in 14th, and IT43 starting to close in. He's got damage as well, ladies and gentlemen, and he is closing in on very fast drivers. So goes to show what kind of pace that driver also has coming from the DDOT racing community. DDR, ladies and gentlemen, representing the presenters of the series here. We got lots of the team drivers coming in to race over here this season. We love to see it. So it is Risky Replicant, and he doesn't even have that fastest lap on the racetrack until now, 1:23.351. And boy, these drivers are pushing the limits of the times we're seeing in qualifying at race pace. This is insane. Lucas 36 here in second position. We got Streeter Tom in third place. We start to open up the gap. Jakey goes wide coming down Paddock Hill Bend and loses the position to Bo Snipe. And boy, we're going to go back and we're going to take another look at that, as that looked like a great reaction right there. And he was on the inside. A little rub there from the two drivers. Jakey just gets it into the sand a little bit. And Bo Snipe's going to be like, thank you very much, sir. I will take that position. Alright, so the drivers continue on. Jakey and ATK Curse coming up through Search East, now chasing Bo Snipe there in fourth. Streeter Tom starting to open the gap back up here a little bit. Alright, let's keep flowing. We got Tom the Tech here. He's 3 seconds in behind. You can still see those drivers, but boy, the pack is coming down now on that BRZ as well. Bar 27 here. Petrolhead in 9th position, and Larry Birch starting to close in here in 10th place as well. So I think we're going to see a pretty crazy ending to this race here. Dirty Air in 11th, Kanji in 12th, Misdevious in 13th, IT43 here in 14th, and Freak has some damage here in 15th position. So two of our drivers here got a little bit of aero damage on the front end of their race cars. Hey, Bodies, J-Cat drive, says Pim. I'm sure the conversation will be interesting when these two link up again. But yeah, Paymay's a legend, ladies and gentlemen. It's sad we can't see him racing here this season. But hey, it is what it is, you know. Fast drivers got to go race fast guys. Risky Replicant here in first place. We've got Lucas 36 in second. We've got Apex Streeter Tom here in third. We've got Bo Snipe in fourth, and Jakey still tucked in right there in fifth place in behind. ATK Curse in sixth. We've got Tom the Tech in seventh. Bar 27 Petrol and Larry Birch now almost nose to tail as we come through Druids here. And oh boy, let's go through Graham Hill here and see if any one of these drivers can gain an advantage on the next driver. Bar goes really wide there, and that might give him a disadvantage heading into Searchies here, as he's got the tires out on the track. That are those gripping tires coming up into this left-hander here. Look at the gain from Petrolhead in that Corvette. Big slide there from Bar 27, and he just manages to keep that car underneath of him. But boy, Petrolhead is really putting the pressure on that driver at Bar 27 there with some damage on that racing car as well. So he is definitely going to get put under fire. And here we go. Ooh, Larry gets it a little bit wrong there. Petrolhead pulls it back in. Look at the absolute pressure being put on by our Corvette driver right here in 9th position. He is looking for every way around that Porsche 911 RSR right now, but Bar is doing a great job of parking that thing right on those apexes, and Petrol just cannot find a way through here currently. Ooh, big slide there from Petrol. That's going to be a chance for Larry Birch to maybe grab some ground here, and not enough to get a move done into Clark's corner here, but boy, oh boy, it's getting dicey in these mid-pack as these guys are really starting to battle hard. We got Dirty Air in 11th, Kanji in 12th, Misdevious here in 13th, DDR IT43 gaining in 14th, a Tattooed Freak in 15th. So, oh, he has stopped to fix that damage. All right. So a little bit of strategy there. Let's go, Kanji and Dirty. Y'all got this. Hey, VPR in the house. Risky Replicant is cruising as he heads up into Searchies. He is holding that fastest lap currently right now on the racetrack as well. Lucas 36 here in second place, and boy, he's trying to put the pressure on Risky up there, but Risky's doing a great job at gap management at the time being here. Apex Racing Streeter Tom 2.8 seconds in behind Lucas 36. As much of the same thing. Lucas 36 is trying to play offense, but also got to make sure he doesn't let this guy close in here as well. Oh, Snipe though, boy, oh boy, he's right there. He's starting to close in on Tom here as well, so that McLaren's starting to feel good here. 1.9 seconds is the gap. ATK Curse now into 5th place, so Jakey's slowly sliding down the field here as ATK Curse has gotten a position on him. 6th place now is Apex Sim Racing's Jakey, and Tom the Tech now trying to track him down. Petrolhead has gotten around Bar 27 to Larry Birch up the inside here, and we're side by side as we head through, and oh, that wasn't going to work, and Larry Birch going to get the position. Bar 27 is going to get it back on track there, and he's going to have a hard time finding that grip in that Porsche 911. A Dirty Air. Let's see if he makes a move into Clark's curve here. He cannot quite get the run on Bar 27 there. All right, so Dirty Air here in 11th place. We've got Miss Devious in 12th. We've got Kanji in 13th. So Miss Devious grabbing a position there. We've got IT43 in 14th and Tattooed filling out the field here. So he had a mistake. He had picked up some damage, and he's gotten a new front splitter on that Racing Jaguar, and he's back out. All right, so it is Risky here leading the charge, and 2.3 seconds. Again, just managing the gap currently right now to Lucas 36 chasing in second place. Streeter Tom here in third place, and as much of the same thing. He's trying to catch up, but Lucas is doing a great job at managing the gap, and now Streeter Tom has to start doing much of the same thing here from our fourth place driver, Bo Snipe, because if you don't keep your eyes on that driver, Bo is going to catch up. ATK Motorsports Accursed here in 5th position, and he's actually looking like he's trying to pull in Bo Snipe here a little bit as well. Jakey here in 6th place. Tom the Tech is about 2.3 seconds in behind him, so we're fairly evenly spread out here right now between the drivers. Petrol in 8th, we've got Larry in 9th, we've got Bar 27 here fighting for his life here in the top 10 right now, as Dirty Air is giving him the business right now in that McLaren, and IT43 is right there as well. So IT43 has found his way around Miss Devious, and maybe something has happened there to Miss Devious around the track, but good racing happening all through the field here, as Bar 27 is doing a great job of holding strong here right now, but he is definitely feeling some pressure from these two drivers. We got Kanji here in 13th, we got Miss Devious sitting in 14th position, and Freak here rounding out the field. So Miss Devious definitely making a mistake, dropping a couple spots there near the end of the race, but hey, that's right, because there's 2 races tonight. Lots of chance of points for all the drivers on the field here. If Jake wins the endurance, I call sandbagging. You're trying to hang with these guys in practice and it's near impossible. Couldn't agree more. I could not agree more, my guy. These guys are blazing fast. Risky as he heads down into Hawthorns here, looking really good. He's looking in command, and again, just managing the gap. Doesn't want to make a big mistake here, so he doesn't need to over push that car. Lucas 36 here in second place, doing much of the same thing, and he is, all these drivers are just doing much of the same thing. Streeter Tom's opened up a little bit more space between him and Bo Snipe here, and close that gap just a tiny little bit to Streeter Tom up in front, but with only 2.5 minutes remaining on the clock, it's going to be hard for any one of these drivers to just absolutely catch up and pass one of these other drivers in front of them right now. They are going to be relying on these drivers to maybe make a couple small mistakes to see if they can get close enough to try and grab that last position, but we got some racing happening here. Oh, and Dirty Air is going to pick up a half-second track limit here near the end of the race, and he's probably going to have to end up serving that next time around, as it was so close to the, of course, electronic enforcement penalty serving zone here on Gran Turismo 7, and yeah, I am correct on that, so he will have to serve that penalty next time around, so that is really unfortunate there for Dirty Air. Risky, though, he's on a purple sector right now. Lucas 36, 2.8 seconds, and Tom 2.4. So Tom is dipping it, just ticking away little bit by little bit at that 4 GT up in front of him, but with the clock running down, I just don't think the time is there unless one of these drivers makes a mistake at this point. Jakey is closing in a little bit there on ATK Curse, but again, these guys are only going to get one more time around this racetrack, so if they're going to make it happen, it needs to be now. Petrol is closing in on Tom the Tech, but 2.5 seconds is a lot of time to make up in a lap. We got Larry Birch here in 9th, we've got Bar 27 here in 10th. Dirty Air here in 11th, still trying to put some pressure on Bar there. We've got IT43 in 12th, we've got Kanji in 13th, Miss Devious here in 14th, and Freak in 15th position as he's just coming out of Druids there. So Risky Replicant here, and let's see what he's got as he heads in through Clearways into Clark's Corner. We might have been cruising a little bit, my guy. We might have been cruising a little bit, but that comes to these awesome drivers that we get to work with all the time. These guys teach you so much if you just take the time to listen to them, and I count my gains on listening to these fastest drivers, and well, broadcasting allows me to really see things in a different perspective as well sometimes. Lucas 36 here in second place. We've got Apex Streeter Tom here in third position. Bo Snipe in fourth. We've got ATK Accursed here in fifth. We've got Jakey in sixth. And he is gaining on ATK's Accursed there, so a little battle baby right there. Tom the Tech here in 7th, we got Petrol in 8th, Larry in 9th, Bar 27 in 10th, still holding off the drivers in behind chasing. Dirty Air in 11th, IT43 in 12th, we got Kanji in 13th, Miss Devious here in 14th, Freak in 15th position here. Alright, so we're going to stick with Risky the rest of the way through here. As next time around, these drivers are going to take that checkered flag in Sprint Race 1. 10 Timothy's got that speed when he wants to. We love you, Payme. We love you, Payme. Risky's coming around here as we're coming through. I can never remember this sector's name for some reason. It's not that difficult, but yeah, I always get the blind corners. It just eludes me. My brain doesn't want to recognize. All right, Clark's Corner. One last time here for Risky Replicant in race 1. It's over. That's all right, folks. 30-minute race coming up here in about 5 minutes' time. And it is going to be a race win for Risky Replicant in his debut. Lucas36 is going to take a second place, and Apex Streeter Tom with a third place finish. Bo Snipe right there. Great run from Bo here in fourth place. ATK Curse and Jakey side by side as we come to the line. Ooh, and ATK Curse is going to sneak it out. Jakey gave him the push, but that Mercedes just had the power to edge him out. Ooh, we got side by side by Tom and Petrol here, and Petrol grabs one more spot. He's going to move up into 7th place. Tom the Tech is going to drop down to 8th. Larry Birch is going to take a 9th. And Bar 27 here feeling. He's going to be 10th. Dirty Air in 11th. It's going to be IT43 in 12th. It's going to be Kanji in 13th. Miss Devious is going to be coming around here in 14th. And Freak finished last time around there in 15th due to that pit stop here to fix that damage. It did cost him a fair amount of time here on the racetrack. And Miss Devious may have had to do the same thing here, I think. I think she had some damage as well she had to pit for. And she's going to come around here in 14th position. So rough start for some of these drivers, but boy, really close race finishes here. They're at the end of this first race. So Miss Devious will come around here in 14th position, but boy oh boy, Risky Replicant sure showing his speed here in his debut. Pole position, fastest lap, and race victory. He clean sweeps race number 1 here at Brands Hatch. Absolutely incredible driving by the racers here. We got to save up that replay. Can't make the highlights without it, chat. We can't make the highlights without it. And we got to take some screenshots. All right, so Risky Replicant with the win. Lucas36 in 2nd. Streeter Tom in 3rd. Bo in 4th. Accursed in 5th. Jakey takes that fastest lap down, 23.246. Petrohead in 7th. Tom the Tech in 8th. So it was not a clean sweep for Risky Replicant. My apologies. Apex Racing's Larry Birch in 9th. It's Apex Racing's Bar in 10th. Dirty Air in 11th. IT43 in 12th from DDR. Kanji from VPR in 13th. 1010's Miss Devious in 14th. And Apex Racing's Freak in 15th position here in race 1. GG's to all our racers. And again, I got to make some noise. I got to put the mic down. I'm sorry. I know. You just got to make sure that the drivers save up the replays. It looked like a pretty tidy race to me. But we don't see everything that happens on the track when we're broadcasting, unfortunately. The camera crews can only see so much. He heard you, Peyton, and said, yeah, watch this. Hey, that was a very good first race here from our pro class. GG's to the pro guys and gals out there. We got Chris Reeves coming in with the 145 stars going, let's go. Let's get a hashtag Chris up in the chat, coming in with the star bomb. We appreciate that support, my dude. Winter Circle legend here tonight. Speaking of legends, let's talk about something I keep forgetting to mention this at the beginning of the stream. My bad. Macmillan Cancer Support. We are proudly supporting Macmillan Cancer Support during all our Roving Island World Tour 2 North American Edition races. So 3 nights a week for 10 straight weeks. 30 beautiful races, ladies and gentlemen. We are trying to raise some extra money for Macmillan Cancer Support over there in the United Kingdom. You want to be a super legend tonight? You want to be an angel? Hit that donation button in the Facebook page. Follow the prompts. It'll take you through a very safe, secure website through Facebook. You can donate with however it is that you want to choose to, how you would like to pay, of course, and of course, whatever amount you would like to pay. And all the proceeds immediately go directly to Macmillan Cancer Support so they can continue helping families in need over in the United Kingdom. We really do appreciate all of you legends and all-stars out there that have supported Macmillan over the last 3 seasons here at GT45 Gaming. And to those of you that are continuing their support or going to become supporters of Macmillan Cancer Support, we appreciate all that love. All right. We are going to reset into the next lobby. And in the meantime, let's flip you over here. There we go. We'll leave the beautiful little Brands Hatch track loop on. All right, make sure all the settings are groovy. Alright, we'll give them about another minute here, just in case. We are up to 20 live viewers between Facebook and YouTube right now. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. You guys continue to come out. You winners out there, the community, the viewers, are absolutely legendary. We do appreciate all the great support here during our amazing Roving Island and DMJ broadcast throughout the weeknights. I mean, what's better than some weeknight racing, right? Right, so the reason why we ask our drivers to save the replay is because in order for them to submit an incident report, we need to be able to have their point of view. And because of some of the issues that are still lingering within the game, it's just better to assess that penalty if we have each driver's point of view that are involved in the incident. So we ask the drivers to save the replays so they can provide that evidence and we can provide a proper assessment of the reported incident. Hey, while we wait, y'all smash that like button, says Payme. Hey, appreciate you. All right, we're going to give these guys and gals 5 minutes once they check in. We did that for our AM division last night. We'll do much of the same for our pro division. This just allows them to, change the tires, get ready for this race, pick their tires, if they're going to start on the mediums, if they're going to start on the softs. They can check those air temperatures. They can't do any tuning adjustments to these cars in pit lane in between the races. That is forbidden by race control, and they will be assessed a massive penalty. But they are allowed to adjust those tire temperatures. When you change their tires for the second race, of course, they just ran a super hot, slick race in 30-plus degree temperatures here, so those tires are going to be chewed up pretty good. So these drivers now get to choose their next set of tires, whether it's mediums or softs. We're going to be in some cooler conditions here for race 2, so it's going to be interesting to see how quickly the pros get around the racetrack, and we're going to see these drivers strap on some softs at some point within this race. So you pulling double duty tonight, doing race control too? Hey, that's right, that's right. This is a pro division. We're not testing race control live in our pro division this season. We just wanted to make sure that we had all the fast drivers in the right split this season, and it just so happened to fill the split. So we have 3 administration staff, of course, racing in this split, myself watching. So we're definitely well covered as far as anything goes like that, and we'll just see how it goes this season. Our pro-ams and our AMs are getting that beautiful in-race control testing feature this season. We'll see how it goes. Jake stole that lap. GG, he stole that lap hard, my guy. He stole that lap hard. Alright, so we got about a 5-minute gap here, so while we're doing that, we can set the grid, except for one driver that forgot to tick in. And I'm assuming... Oh, it's dirty air. Okay. If you're watching, brother, tick in. Can't set the grid till all the drivers are ticked in. I have words for Jake. Yesterday we had Miss D on hand as race control. Yes, that's correct. We did have Special Operations Administrator Miss Devious on hand for race control in the AM division, and she was there just in case a red flag was missed by, of course, myself, and just to make sure that nothing too chaotic happened, just to make sure she could relay any pertinent information to her, especially with the division with a bunch of very brand new drivers. We just wanted to make sure everybody felt comfortable on the racetrack, and you know what, the AMs did a professional job. They never disappoint. That's why we started with them this season, because you know what, the AMs always come out, and the AMs are the ones that are going to try the hardest at the end of the day, because they want to keep improving. They want to get up to that next lobby. They want to get up to with those fastest drivers and start learning that pace. So the AMs always put on a great show because they absolutely try the hardest. That's just all there is to it. That's just all there is to it. So tomorrow night we'll see a 13 driver lobby, as long as every driver is able to make it in round 1 for our pro AMs, and we will also have live in-race control in full swing for round 1 for our pro AMs. So it's going to be interesting to see how the feedback goes on that. What that in-race control is there to do is to, of course, just continue to keep everything on schedule and on time. Make sure that the drivers are following proper procedure. When the race starts, they're there to keep the eyes on the racetrack for the first lap and a half, 2 laps, to make sure we don't have that red flag procedure. After that, she's just there taking notes, watching the race, taking points, and if there's an incident that is severe enough that needs immediate attention, that live in-race control could potentially, not saying we will, but could potentially call a live drive-through penalty while the race is happening, and that driver will be required to serve that live drive-through penalty within 3 laps. So the drivers definitely want to keep it neat and tidy out there on the racetrack this season, because race control is taking no prisoners. We like to keep it as the faster paced drivers, the pro tier drivers, as our race control, just because they understand the cars, the symmetrics, the speed a lot better than an amateur driver. So we definitely try to keep it to our higher paced drivers, just because of the extra knowledge and experience that they have within the platform, and of course on track. So we got about 2 minutes left here. And, okay, we got everybody checked in, so now I can set the grid. Well, we know where Risky's going. And we know where Lucas is going. Oh. And we know Tom will be starting way down at the bottom of the order. Alright. It's going to be Freak. Tattooed Freak on pole. Mischievous in second. Kanji in third. And IT43 in fourth. So, we love that. And that's the beautiful thing. We love the reverse grid. And you know what the beautiful thing about reverse grid in a pro lobby is? Any one of these drivers can win this race. That's what the beautiful thing about a reverse grid in the pro lobby is. So, this is going to be a doozy. I mean, it's going to be very hard for the drivers that finished up top last race to come back from that and win this race. Kanji, IT, and Dirty Air. Where's our boy, Mr. IT? And Dirty Air is right there. Alright. I love that name too, by the way. That's a great racing name. We got Bar and Larry, followed by Tom and Petrolhead. And then it'd be ATK Accursed, Bo Snipe. Jakey, ATK Accursed, and Bo Snipe. Oh, look at that. Oh, where does Tom the Tech fit in and all that? Hold on a second. We missed our poor boy Tom here. Where you at? Where you at? Tom will sit ahead of Petrol. Alright, so we got Tattooed Freak in pole position, Mischievous in second, Kanji in third, DDR IT43 in fourth, Dirty Air in fifth, Apex Bar 27 in sixth, Larry in seventh, Tom the Tech in eighth, Petrolhead in ninth, Apex Simracing's Jakey in 10th, ATK Accursed in 11th, Bo Snipe in 12th, Apex Streeter Tom in 13th, Lucas 36 and 14th, and Risky Replicant rounding out the back of our field here tonight. Let's go racing one more time. Let's go racing one more time. And we're going to gently pick up the mic. Try not to make too much noise with it. Alright, drivers are just checking in here right now. We're missing 4. Whew. Method coming in with that thumbs up on the stream. Chris coming in with the thumbs up on the stream here as well. We're just going to do a quick check-in here. We got Scott coming in with the multiple shares. Brandon coming in with that like on the stream. Victory Pace Racing coming in with the share as well. Much love, my guys. Nolander coming in with multiple shares. Ian coming in with multiple share as well. Tons of hearts and likes on the stream. We appreciate all the interactions. We are going to be setting up that live driver poll on the Facebook page for the viewers voter driver of the day here as well in about 15-20 minutes time. So all right, let's go racing, chat. One more time, reverse grid based off of the drivers finishing positions from sprint race 1. A 30-minute race required soft and medium tires, which means we will see pit stops here in our second race. 30 minutes, mini endurance, long sprint, whatever you want to call it. Come on, get off. Come on, Turn all the good stuff on. Get out of the way. All right, let's go. We are definitely kicking it here. We got lots of drivers ready to go. 1 red, 2 red, 3, 4, 5. Race control's happy. We're going green, and let's get to racing. Let's get a DDR IT43 and his tattooed freak in pole position here. Let's see if he can hold that from Kanji. Kanji putting immediate pressure coming into the inside of Paddock Hill Bend. Tattooed giving lots of space there, just taking it easy. Very smart driving there by Tattooed. IT43 takes advantage, moves up into second place. 3 wide as we come into Druids. Bar 27 squeezes his way through there. It makes it 3 wide now with Tom the Tech coming up the inside of both drivers. Misdevious. Ooh, and there's some contact there between the 3 drivers. And Misdevious getting into the wall there. Oh boy, and we got contact there from Petrolhead, and we might be calling a red here. Hold on, let me go look through our field here. Ooh, doggy, that was a mess. All right, we're checking all the drivers here. Oh, we have Streeter Tom, ATK, Cursed. It's a mess out there, chat. We got cars slipping and sliding all over the place, but it doesn't look like any of them have damage. Oh. Sorry, Paymay. You're right, I am a noob. Alright, Bar 27 here in 4th. We got Tom the Tech in 5th. Well, you missed all the carnage. We'll have to put it on the highlight reel, don't worry. Larry Bird here in 7th. Lucas in 8th. We got Jakey in 9th. We've got Replicant in 10th. We've got Streeter Tom in 11th. We got Bo in 12th. We've got Accursed in 13th. Miss Devious in 14th. Oh, she does have some front aero damage. Dirty Air in 15th there. So, oof. All right, so a big shake-up here in the standings as we had about 5 cars all spin out here in about 3 corners in the mid part of this racetrack. Kanji here in the lead. It's DDR IT43 here in 2nd. It's Bar 27 in 3rd. It's Tom the Tech here in 4th. It's Petrol in 5th. We got Larry Birch there in 6th, and a little bit of contact there from him and Lucas. And boy, oh boy, these drivers are pushing super hard here in this race, and that's going to be contact made right there. And Larry Birch is just going to bleed some positions away there. His Tattooed Risky go by him there as well. Ooh, Risky goes deep. He hits that brakes real hard there. Keeps that car out of the dirt, and he gets back on track. So, oh, it is some spicy racing here for this 30-minute race tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we'll get that highlight reel. We'll make sure we catch all the spins in the highlight reel, I promise. I apologize. I changed the screen. I swear, is it not working? Can you guys see it? I'm just behind on chat. Jakey out there smoking it up. Kanji in the lead though. VPR driver Kanji Club in the early lead. IT43 here without damage on this race car. Gets to really show his pace here today in the second race. He's in 3rd place. Bar 27, second place. Bar 27 in 3rd place. Tom the Tech in 4th. Petrol in 5th. Jakey in 6th. Lucas in 7th. We got Larry in 8th. We've got Freak in 9th. We've got Risky up into 10th here now. Streeter Tom all the way in 11th here. So gained a couple spots since the race start of the race. Both snipers about where he started. ATK, ooh, Accursed, almost getting it wrong coming out of Clark's corner. Big save right there from the ATK Motorsports driver. Misdevious coming around here in 14th, and Dirty Air coming around in 15th position. So it is Kanji here in the early race lead, of course, with a few mistakes made by some of our drivers early on here. $10 S10 McLeod's and Misty is the conditions. Yes, sir. Very misty out, cool track, different racing conditions. I think that caught these drivers out a little bit, and that actually surprises me. That really does surprise me. IT43 here in 2nd. We got Bar 27 in 3rd. We've got Tom the Tech in 4th. We've got Petrol in 5th. We've got Jakey in 6th. Lucas in 7th. Larry in 8th. Risky right there now in 9th, so he's gained 1 more position there. Freak is in 10th, and he has Streeter Tom now in 11th place up in behind here as well. So we're going to see, well, we see a little bit of a chaos at the beginning. Well, I saw some chaos at the beginning, I guess. Well, the production crew had some technical issues apparently, but we're going to see some settled racing here now. Everybody's going to try and get that car feeling good. They're going to get settled into the race. They're going to get through those pit stops. I do expect to see pretty early pit stops from this division tonight. We've seen the AM guys go about mid-race on the mediums and then go half the race on the softs. So what the pros are going to do, I think we're going to see something a little bit different out of this group here today, but I could be wrong. It's just an assumption. All right, so it is Kanji. Only has 8/10 of a second, so IT43 is in that slipstream range right now, and Kanji's doing a great job at managing that GTR currently up in behind. But boy, IT43 sure is starting to give a little push here and try to find himself a podium. We got Bar 27 in third, we've got Tom in fourth place, Jakey in fifth, right in behind, and not able to get around that BRZ currently. But here we go. He looks up the inside, heading into Surtees, and side-by-side battle as we come up through Surtees. Lambo versus BRZ here. And still side by side as we come up. Oh, let's get back to the fight. Come on, camera crew, what you doing here? And still side by side, Jakey actually edges out the BRZ there, so the Lamborghini just gets a little bit more top end speed than that BRZ got there, and he's just able to tuck himself in before Hawthorne. So Jakey moves up into fourth place, Tom the Tech down into fifth, but great battle right there by those two. Lucas 36 took advantage of that, and he's just tucked himself right in behind Tom the Tech here now. So, ooh, a little bit of a mistake there by Tom. Came back on the track, a little bit of tire squawking there between the two drivers, and Lucas is going to continue on down the track here. We got Tom the Tech now in 6th position. We got Petrolhead in 7th. So Tom the Tech had a rough lap there, dropping 2 spots. Petrol in 7th place. We've got Larry here. Come on, camera guy, you got this, in 8th. Oh, did we lose somebody? Big lag spike right there. In 8th position, we've got Risky Replicant here in 9th. We've got Streeter Tom in 10th. Hopefully that did not affect anybody's race. We got Bow Snipe just getting the move done there on Apex Sim Racing's Tattooed Freak for 11th position there as well. Miss Devious here in 13th. We've got Dirty Air in 14th, and ATK Accursed, he's coming in the pit. He has had enough. All right, Kanji in first place. He's going to get off those racing medium tires. He's going to throw on a nice fresh set of racing soft slicks, and he is going to send it here now. What's the point spread for sprint compared to endurance? Same point spread. The exact same point spread. DDRIT here in 2nd place. Yeah, big points. 64 points, 67 points total available for a driver who can win both races, take pole position, and the fastest lap in both the races. And if they get driver of the day award vote, then I think that's another 5. So there's a total of 73 points up for grab here tonight, if that's how the driver's vote breaks down, which we will put up in about 10 minutes time here. We got DDR IT43 in 2nd. We got Bar 27 here in 3rd. We've got Apex Sim Racing's Jakey in 4th. We've got Lucas 36 in 5th. We've got Petrolhead here in 6th. Risky in 7th position. We got Larry Birch in 8th. We've got Bo in 9th position. We've got Tattooed Freak here in 10th. Streeter Tom in 11th. We got Tom the Tech in 12th. We've got Miss Devious here in 13th. Dirty Air in 14th. And ATK Accursed in 15th position. I think I can set that poll on YouTube too, but I'm not 100% sure. So just on board here with Kanji while I get ready to set that beautiful pole up here. Oh, and YouTube is giving me the business here. Yeah, I do not have the option yet for a poll on YouTube, unfortunately. It's right there. Nope. I'll have to figure out where that is on YouTube. Alright, homework chat. We got homework for this week. Alright, let's keep in the field here. Kanji doing a great job. Almost 1 second gap here on IT43. We got Bar 27 in 3rd place. We got Jakey still hanging out there in 4th. We got Lucas 36 trying to reel him in 5th place. Petrolhead here, a little bit of a gap. It's 2.3 seconds to Lucas 36, but he has 2.2 seconds on Risky, now chasing in 7th. Larry Birch here in 8th position. We got Bow Snipe in 9th. We've got Streeter Tom here in 10th. We've got Freak in 11th position. We got Miss Devious in 12th. Dirty Air giving her a little bit of pressure here with that McLaren right now as well. And ATK Accursed in 14th, and Tom the Tech here in 15th, and he has made a pit stop. So some of our drivers have finally decided to start making those pit stops, and I did suspect we'd see a few of these make it pretty early. Oh, there's so much love in that chat. We got Kanji in the lead, and he's doing a great job opening the gap up a little bit here now. 1.2 seconds. The IT43 in second position. Bar 27 looking strong here in third. We've got Apex Sim Racing's Jakey here in fourth position with Lucas 36 in fifth. Petrolhead's here chasing in seventh position in that Corvette. He's doing a great job here with that car today. We got Risky Replicant here in seventh. We got Larry Birch in eighth as I skip over him as he's coming around. It's on the tip of my tongue. I'm going to figure it out yet, chat. We got Bull Snipe here in 9th. We've got Streeter Tom into 10th place. Tattooed in 11th. Misdevious still battling with Dirty Air here a little bit in that McLaren. So I'm not sure when those drivers are going to stop here. We got ATK Cursed out here in 14th. And we got Tom the Tech here in 15th. So he did pit, but it does not look like he took tires on that pit stop. So that's interesting. Did he take fuel? And he's going to use the medium tires and the car weight to their advantage, and then grab some sauce when he's a little lighter on that load. It's hard to say, but I think that's two stops going to cost him here today. We got IT43 in second and Bar 27 in third. These three drivers are kind of starting to close in on each other a little bit here. We might have a three-way battle for that lead if these drivers continue at this rhythm and this pace that they're at. Lucas about to get the call. Dingle Dell. Yeah, thanks, Chris. You're 100% right, my dude. It is Kanji in first place, still on the medium tires. We got IT43 in second. We got Bar 27 in third. We've got Jakey here in fourth. We've got Lucas in fifth. We've got Petrol in sixth. We've got Risky in seventh. We've got Larry in eighth. Streeter Tom in ninth. Misdevious up at the 10th here. We got Freak in 11th. We've got Accursed in 12th. Post Snipe in 13th. And he's starting to reel in ATK Accursed a little bit here. Ooh, big slide there from Tom the Tech in that BRZ. Dirty Air in 14th. And Tom the Tech chasing that McLaren down right now. And he definitely stomped on it coming out of Griffin's Bend there. Alright, Bar 27 here in third position, Jakey in fourth, we got Lucas 36 in fifth, we've got Petrol in sixth position, we got Risky in seventh, we've got Streeter Tom in eighth, Larry coming in for a pit stop, we got Misdevious here in 10th, we've got Accursed in 11th position, we've got Bo Snipe here in 12th, we've got Tattooed in 13th, we got Dirty Air in 14th, and Tom the Tech here in 15th. Now, we still have pit stops to happen. They haven't happened yet. We're not even halfway through this race currently. So we're at the 12-minute mark of 30 minutes. So we still have 18, a little less now, minutes remaining of our second race here this evening. So we're still going to see a whole lot of battling happening here in this race. All right, we're going to go set this up here. Start setting this up here. And I think we're going to keep the rhythm much the same that we did from our AMs. We're going to put in our newest drivers here for this first round. Alright, so we're just doing a little bit of typing here. Alright. We have quite a few new faces in the Pro Division here as well, but we can only pick 4, unfortunately. Alright, so the poll is up on Facebook. For those of us watching on YouTube, I'll give you your options. It's going to be Risky Replicant, it's going to be Kanji, it's going to be IT43, or ATK Accursed. Those are the 4 drivers up for Driver of the Day here this week. Again, Risky Replicant, Kanji, IT43, and ATK Accursed. We'll leave that run till the end of the race, and we'll go check those results. Kanji, let's go, yo. All right, 4.2 seconds up the road. He's still on that medium tire. Jakey is now in second. We got Lucas in third place. We've got Bar 27 in fourth. So Lucas has gotten around Bar 27. We got Petrol here in fifth. We've got Risky in sixth. We've got IT43 here now in seventh as he's made a pit stop. Miss Devious here still in eighth place currently. Bo Snipe has made a stop in ninth. We've got Streeter Tom here in 10th position. Also made his pit stop. We have ATK Curse still owing a stop. We've got Larry Birch here in 12th position, has just made that pit stop which you just seen. Dirty Air also has made his stop. Tom the Tech has made his stop, and so has Tattooed Freak. So most of the field has stopped. Now I actually kind of thought we'd see these drivers stop quite a bit earlier than they are, so I'm a little bit shocked. Well, that's fine, Payman. That is absolutely fine. Alright, Jakey sitting in second place, but Lucas 36 here. He is starting to press. So he is on the beans of that Lamborghini Huracan here right now in front of him. And Jakey's doing a pretty good job at keeping Lucas 36 in behind him. But boy, Lucas 36 is definitely applying some pressure here on our second place driver. We got Bar 27 now coming into pit lane. You can see the huge entry coming into Paddock Hill Bend there from Lucas 36. Really trying to maximize that racetrack, trying to get absolutely every single mile per hour he can out of that corner. And he is, well, about managing that gap here right now. So Jakey's also doing a good job currently up front and keeping him exactly where he is right now. We got Petrolhead and Risky still having a battle here as well. So Corvette versus Mercedes here, and boy, they are absolutely fighting it out here right now for fourth and fifth place. And let's see how it all breaks down here. Alright, drivers are on the same tires, so we don't have a tire advantage on as far as tire compounds goes here. Alright, so it is Petrol here in fourth position. Doing a pretty good job. Just wanted to come back and see what was going on up in front of these guys here. Petrol's absolutely just fighting here. I think he's signaling to Risky there that he's going to be making his pit stop here. You can see that right signal light on in that Corvette. So again, the drivers doing what they can to communicate to each other, and of course the pit entry is on the racing line here. So, and Risky's going to follow him right on in there. So Risky and Lucas and Kanji and Petrol all coming into pit lane. Jakey opts to stay out. So Kanji in there, he's going to get some fuel, get some tires, much of the same for the next four drivers in behind. DDRT now, he's IT43 is going to come through here, and that's going to put him back up into second place. And he has 16 seconds in behind Apex and versus Jakey. That's not going to be a long enough delta right now to keep him behind him during his pit stop. So right now, IT43 could potentially be looking like the driver looking at the best chance for a race win here in this second race. So it's Apex Sim Racing's Jakey. He's charging up the road right now. IT43, like I said, 16 seconds behind. That's not going to be enough. We have Kanji here in third place and Lucas 36 there in fourth. You can see both those drivers getting a little bit loose on exit there, just warming up those nice new fresh sticker soft tires they just put on those racing cars. Bar 27 here, he's on a lap, older tires, so his are starting to scrub in here a little bit. We got Petrolhead here in sixth place, and Risky is still all over the back end of that Corvette here right now in seventh position. So having really good battle here are these two drivers right now, Mercedes versus Corvette. Pile up in the pits. You saw that, did you? There was a little bit of an accordion effect going on there, absolutely. Alright, so nothing doing there. Risky might be playing a little bit of strategy. Alright, so our race leader is now coming into pit lane, and I believe he's the only driver remaining to make that pit stop. So DDR's IT43 coming around Clark's curve here, and he is going to jump Jakey in pit lane here 100%. So here he goes as he comes around, and that is now first place for DDR's IT43 at 23.8 there. Fastest laps at 23.7, so he almost challenged that fastest lap put in by Jake as well. Kanji chasing 3 seconds in behind, so IT43 with the undercut getting a good jump over Kanji. Lucas 36 still sitting there in third place. Jake's going to come out in fourth. We've got Bar 27 there in fifth place. We got Petrol in sixth with Risky still in tow here. just tucked in behind in a 7th as well. So we'll have to see how this battle keeps going. Ooh, big slide there from the Corvette as he comes around Druids, Bow Snipe, and Streeter Tom here, 8th and 9th place. And boy, these two are battling good there. And ooh, a little bit of tire rubbing happening there as Tom went to go up on the inside there. And Tom's gonna go eat a little bit of grass off in Griffin Bend there. Larry Birch gonna be like, thank you, I'll take that freebie. So I put Streeter Tom down into P10 here. From there we got Dirty Air now coming up at speed in 11th place. Can he grab that position on Tom? Tom looks like he's getting back up to speed, but he's gonna have some dirty tires, and that might affect that exit out of Surtseas. Tom the Tech here in 12th, Misdevious in 13th position. We've got ATK Motorsports Accursed here in 14th position, and ooh, Freak having a huge hit right there. That's going to be some engine damage there, and oh boy, that's going to be a massive repair for that driver in pit lane, and tough racing for Tattooed Freak here tonight. All right, IT43 now fastest man on the racetrack. Oh, and I take it back. Kanji now fastest man on the racetrack as he just jumps over that time from IT. 123.6 was the time before Kanji came across. Now it's 123.344, so we're into the medium times that we've seen. So that tells me there's definitely got to be some more time yet in these drivers. Lucas 36 here in 3rd place. He's purple right now. We got Jakey here in 4th place. We've got Bar 27 in 5th, and this is 2 seconds to Jakey right now. Risky has gotten around Petrolhead there and now moved up into 6th place, and now he's got Bar 27 up in his sights. We got Petrol here in 7th. We got Bo in 8th place. He was having a good battle there for position there a little earlier ago as well. We got Larry Birch here in 9th position. We have Streeter Tom here in 10th, and that's 4 seconds between the two drivers here. Dirty Air is right there in behind Tom, 1.3 seconds. Tom the Tech, a little bit of a gap there. 12th place there on the road. We have Misdevious here in 13th position. We have Accursed in 14th, and Freak here. Oh, this driver is just absolutely trying to get that car into pit lane, just limping that thing around here. And you see the race leader just catching up there. That was very early in the lap, so that was a devastating hit there for Tattooed Freak, and really unfortunate for that Jaguar. Alright, so IT43 comes around to start lap 16, still holding the lead. Kanji here, 2.4 seconds in behind, but boy, Lucas 36 starting to put some pressure on here in 3rd position as he is closing in on Kanji. We have less than a half a second in between these drivers. 1 car length separates this Ford GT from that Mercedes up ahead here, so we'll be keeping our eye on that. As Lucas 36 comes around here, he's purple as well, but Jakey now fastest man on the track with a 123.040, so the times are starting to drop here on the racetrack today. Bar 27 in 5th place currently. Risky chasing, 1.3 seconds is the gap, and dripping just a little bit at a time there. Petrolhead here in 7th. We've got Bo in 8th, 2.8 seconds. We're going to try and keep an eye on that gap. 3.7 seconds separates him and Larry Birch, and 2.3 seconds separates Larry Birch and Streeter Tom. So a second gained in that last lap there from Streeter Tom in behind. We got Dirty Air here in 11th, Tom the Tech in 12th, Misdevious here in 13th. She is starting to pick up on Tom the Tech there up in front of her. We got ATK Cursed here, and of course Freak there. We've seen the catastrophic damage on that racing car. We've seen the engine damage. We've seen the full front damage there. That could be a retired race car here today, but we'll see. The team has some magic up their sleeves there to get that driver back out. But it is IT43, and he is in command right now. 3.8 seconds is that gap. This guy right here who wanted to chase him down has a whole bigger problem with an orange Ford GT spec race car in behind him. He is starting to really press here. Lucas 36 is right there. He's on his bumper at this point. And a good gain coming around Druids here. If he can get a good exit here, he might be able to get a run. Let's see what happens through Griffin's Bend here. Can he set something up heading into Surtseas? And Kanji's just doing a great job at parking that car in all the right places right now, because Lucas 36 definitely wants to get around here. It's going to force him in on the outside. Is you're going to see a cutback here? No cutback again. Just great defensive driving here by Kanji as he's just putting that 44 Mercedes in all the right places right now. Lucas 36 is really having to work here to try and find his way around. As we head through Hawthorne's here, and he's still right there. He is just tucked right up in underneath that rear bumper of that Mercedes. Not sure if he's just trying to put some pressure, see if he's going to make the mistake and make an easy pass here, or if he's trying to just assess where it is that he's going to try and make this move on this driver. It's really hard to say what Lucas 36 is thinking back here right now, but definitely you can see he's preparing himself for that dirty air. Ooh, a little bit of a touch on the outside edge of the track right there by Kanji. And Lucas doesn't seem to be in a hurry to put any pressure on him coming into Clark's curve there. And very defensive was Kanji there. So Lucas, got a little run, but I think he might have just tapped Kanji there, and it just stemmed his momentum a little bit. We're going to stick with this battle here for a minute. We got a great battle happening here between our second and third place drivers. We don't want to quite run away from it here. We've seen Lucas really close in on Kanji here in Druids last time around. Let's see if he does the same routine this time around. Finish it out, Freak. See it through, man. Get her back on the road, bud. Hey, Superman. Great battling happening here right there. You can see Apex Sim Racing's Jakey just off in the background here as well, and that's good news for him. That might allow him to gain up on this and try to sneak up into a podium position before the end of this thing. Risky Replicant has just gotten his way around bar 27 recently, up into 5th place. Bar 27 here, he's in 6th place, and we got about 4 laps remaining left in this race here. Petrolhead here in 7th. We've got Bo Snipe in 8th. We've got Larry in 9th. We've got Streeter Tom in 10th position, and just not able to catch Larry. We've got Dirty Air here in 11th. We've got Tom the Tech in 12th. We've got Miss Devious in 13th. We've got Accursed here in 14th position, and they're still working on that race car, that Jaguar in pit lane there. All right, IT43, fastest lap. We're into the 22s now, 22.8. Risky Replicant now holding fastest lap on the racetrack. It seems like these drivers are swapping it every lap around the racetrack here, but at some point these soft tires might start to fall off. So if the drivers are going to go for that fastest lap, they're probably going to have to do it fairly soon. Let's see what IT has here. It's a 23.3, so very good consistent pace from him. 5.5 seconds up the road from these two drivers here, Kanji and Lucas 36. So I'm not sure what Lucas 36 is thinking here, but he's definitely still sitting in behind Kanji for the time being. Jakey here, 2.3 seconds. He's slowly but surely gaining on those two drivers, but that clock is his enemy here right now. We've got Risky in 5th position. We've got Petrol here in 6th position. We got Bar 27 in 7th position. We got Bo Snipe here in 8th. We've got Larry Birch in 9th. We've got Streeter Tom here in 10th. We've got Dirty Air in 11th. We've got Tom the Tech here coming around in 12th, start lap 19. We got Miss Devious here in 13th. She's just coming around to start her 19th lap. ATK Curse is just heading down up the run into Clearways to Clark's Curve, and that poor Jaguar nursing an injury in pit lane currently. DDRIT 43 here, he is looking strong, and he had a good race in the first race too. He had some damage and he still fought hard, but boy, he had an opportunity to get out front here and get into some clean air, and he has taken full advantage of that clean air as well. And right now, unless something drastic happens, it's his to lose at this point. Kanji here in 2nd place doing a fantastic job. We got Lucas 36 here in 3rd place, and I'm just wondering when Lucas 36 is going to finally decide to try and make this move. We got Jakey here, still 2.4 seconds in behind. We got Risky closing in, 2.5 seconds in behind Jakey. We got Petrolhead. Little camera glitch there. That was beautiful. In 6th place here, we got Bar 27 in 7th position. We'll have to tell our camera number 19 guy that he needs to check his camera here. We got Bo Snipe here in 8th position. We've got Larry Birch in 9th. We've got Streeter Tom here in 10th, and that surprises me a little bit because he had a good pace in that first race. Got Dirty Air here in 11th. We've got Tom the Tech here in 12th, and he is out of fuel as he is rolling down Clearways into Clark's Curve here, and he is going to have to bring that car in and give it a splash of racing fuel here. That is a tough break right there for Dirty Air. Miss Devious here, or Tom the Tech, pardon me. Miss Devious coming around. She's going to take 12th place there with that mistake from Tom the Tech there. We have ATK Curse coming through here in 14th position, so he's going to grab that position as well. And a fuel miscalculation from the Flying Fox Racing team right there, and that is not going to be good for the end of his race. All right, so it's IT43, and he's coming around. We have 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining. This will be should be the final lap. here around the racetrack today. Kanji and Lucas 36, and here we go, battle on. I was wondering when this was going to start going down, and it is going to go down right here. Lucas 36 has no choice at this point. He's got 9 corners left to try and catch this driver and grab a position. Does he have the fuel? Does he have the fuel? Does Kanji have the fuel? Does Jakey behind have the fuel? Side by side coming out of Druids, we're going into Griffin Bend. Lucas 36 has that position, and boy, oh boy, we're in for a great race finish here as Lucas 36 and Kanji side by side for second and third place as we head into Cersei's. And oh, Kanji goes wide. He catches a track edge, and he is going to lose 2 positions. Jakey's going to move up into third place. Thank you very much for that little freebie. And Jakey now sitting in P3. I doubt that battle is quite over yet. Risky's just in behind in 5th place. Could not take advantage. Petrolhead here at 6th. We got Bo in 7th. Bar 27 in 8th. We got Larry Birch in 9th. Streeter Tom here in 10th. We got Dirty Hair in 11th. Misdevious in 12th. ATK Curse in 13th. Tom the Tech in 14th. And Jaguar broken in pit lane. Heavy hit into the wall for that driver, and it is being confirmed from, of course, the race team that driver is okay. Alright, so IT-43 here is coming around Clark's Curve, and oh boy, he's going to go and get a freebie. This is going to be a victory lap here for this driver, so IT-43 gets to go around all on his lonesome here and celebrate that hard race victory. Side by side drag race to the finish line, and Jakey's going to steal P2 from Lucas 36, who's going to come home in P3. It's going to be Kanji in 4th place, Risky in 5th. Whew, that was some tight battling right at the line. We got Petrolhead here in 6th place. We've got Bo Snipe in 7th place. That's some great racing right there at the end of that race. We got Bar 27 in 8th. We got Larry in 9th. We got Streeter Tom coming around. He is going to take this thing home in 10th place. We've got Dirty Air in 11th position. And the McLaren driver coming home, bringing home a nice, good, solid finish for himself here, too, as well, in race number 2, round 1. Misdevious going to bring it home here in 12th place today. And ATK occurs next in behind here in 13th position. All drivers on that lead lap still, so that's I expected to see that out of this group. Well, of course, with the Jaguar driver retired early, I guess that's an incorrect statement. We do have one driver retired early due, again, just to a heavy incident on the racetrack. And again, the driver is okay. The car, it'll be okay for round 2. Tom the Tech here in 14th position, and Tattooed Freak there will, of course, come in 15th place there with that absolutely horrifying crash that we seen there. We just missed there a little bit later on in the race there, about 4 laps ago, but it is going to be IT-43, and he's buzzing. He's just flashing them headlights there right now, and it's race win for IT-43. GG's to all the drivers. Fastest lap on the track belongs again to Risky Replicant here, though, with a 1:22.88. Oh, Scott is hyped. DDR drivers coming through clutch this week. We got Christopher MacArthur coming in with that share. We appreciate you, my guy. Hope you're doing fantastic. He might have run him wide, but we'll leave that up to the drivers to decide if they want to report that to race control after the race. And the race control, of course, will sort that out over the next 48 hours if that is the case. So we don't speculate here as the broadcaster. We're not race control, so we just try not to do that. It's very hard to do sometimes, so let me tell you. But it is IT-43 with a race 2 win. Jakey in 2nd, Lucas in 3rd, Kanji in 4th, Risky Replicant in 5th, Petrol in 6th, Bo in 7th, Bar 27 in 8th. We got Larry in 9th. We've got Streeter Tom in 10th. We've got Dirty Air in 11th. We've got Misdevious in 12th. We've got ATK Accursed in 13th, Tom the Tech in 14th, and Apex Sim Racing's Tattooed Freak rounding out the field with an unfortunate race-ending crash very late in the race. Whew, that was some heat right there. That was some heat. That was hard to say what was going to happen there, but good job to all the racers. Don't forget to save your replays. Save those replays. Alright, so we're just going to take some screenshots of those finishing results, of course, for race 2 here. Alright, so let's go jump into the podium box here. We're not even in there yet. We're slacking. Alright. So, while we give the drivers a few minutes to jump into the commentating booth, we're just going to drop you over and we're going to display that little sprint race preseason highlight reel again while we get everything all sorted out for our podium interviews here this evening, and then we'll jump and do some interviews. We need to hit the highlight reel. Hit it. Hit it. Okay. All right, how we all doing? How we all doing? We are back, so we are just going to jump over to our. There we go. To the commentary booth. So we may not see or hear, sorry, from DDR's IT-43 again. It's super late over there in the United Kingdom where he's hailing from, and of course we were talking a little bit earlier, and due to the family sleeping, he may not be able to have a chat with us here right now. But what we'll do is we'll go start with Apex Sim Racing's Jakey. Of course, three-time defending DMJ North American champion. He's going to come and try his luck here at Roving Island and see if he can secure a Roving Island Tour championship now. And it was tough racing out there. Race 1, he didn't find himself on the podium. Race 2, he had to start from near the back of the pack and finds himself in a great last-second battle for P2 there. So a P2 finish here in our 30-minute race from Apex Sim Racing's Jakey. Congratulations. Great racing out there. Tell us how tough it was and talk us through it.
It was definitely interesting. The start was a bit wayward, but we'll have a look at that. But as soon as nothing was called, I just put my head down and found some pace at the end of this sprint race. So tried to put that to good use and was able to make it a decent run on the mediums. I think I went one lap too long, but it did work out in the end with me being able to push that little bit harder. But that car, honestly, it wants to kill you at every opportunity it gets. I'm fighting so much. Um, but it was definitely an interesting race. Watching that gap close down in the last 7 minutes or so, it's definitely some good fun, especially the run to the line. So
Absolutely.
GG's.
I mean, you're heading towards about the 5 minute, 6 minute remaining mark of the race. You're currently sitting there in fourth place. You're trying to chase down those top three guys. At that point, were you thinking you had a shot at them, and then all of a sudden, just kind of everything changed?
Well, I watched the gap for the first 2 laps to Lucas. He looked like he was struggling. I could see he was stuck behind uh, the driver. Literally just tried to keep as much focus as I could, put consistent laps in, not try and go over the top with the pace, and kept it on the track. Was able to keep the gap and push for a P2.
Absolutely, and I mean, great racing. I mean, tough field of racers out there this season, for sure. So, I mean, how does that change your I guess routine coming in for the remaining 9 rounds? No, because this driver field's a tough field out there this season. I guess does it change how you prepare from one season to the next, knowing what your driver field is?
Not really. Same thing. Put as much practice in as you can. Just need to start getting comfortable early in these practices and qualifying. So get the pace at the start of the race because that's definitely what I struggled with in the sprint, and I could have gained a couple more points from that.
Absolutely, but you did grab a fastest lap point there in race one as well, so a little bit of a bonus added in from race one there for just falling short of the podium in race one. But I guess unless you have anything else you would like to add to your race here tonight and your second place finisher in the 30-minute race too, any shoutouts and thank yous you want to toss out there?
Thank you to Roving Island Racing putting it on. It's a pretty good league. Lots of variety of cars. I'm enjoying the site, to be honest. It's not just all one make. So a shout out to them. It's definitely going to be interesting throughout the rest of the 9 races. You, of course, for the comms. Gonna look forward to watching them back later on this evening. And then, last but not least, participants in the Apex Racing team mainly, pushing me to get better every time I'm on track.
Absolutely, and you may want to watch it from YouTube. You might have had a little bit of banter going on there towards you. So you go check it out on YouTube there for sure. But great racing, and again, congratulations on your first podium of the season, and hopefully not the last. That's for sure. And we'll see what you got with that Lamborghini at Road Atlanta next week.
Hopefully, thank you. Take care, guys.
If you want to jump in right now, Ian, we can fire one off. If not, it's all good. It's not mandatory, my guy. It's entirely up to you. We'll just give a second here for IT43. We lost one of our drivers. We have Storm, we have Lucas, we have Risky. Oh, we don't have Lucas. Okay. We do have Lucas. We have Tom. We have Risky. All right, let's. I'm confused here, Chad. That's all. Don't mind me. I thought we had more in here than that before, but let's move on here. We'll keep talking with. Let's go to sprint race one. Let's talk to our sprint race one drivers here. I just wanted to get the guys that are, of course, in a different time zone out of the way as quickly as possible. So we had Streeter Tom, Lucas 36, and Risky Replicant rounding out our podium in that 15-minute sprint race. And boy, what a doozy that was. So let's start with Streeter Tom here. He was our third place finisher in sprint race one, and boy, he had some great pace right from get to go. And I mean, let's start with talking about qualifying, Tom. That qualifying was absolutely crazy competitive. What were you thinking as qualifying was going on and getting near the end there?
Scary, scary, especially since at the beginning I wasn't doing very well pace wise. Kind of had to go into the pit, give myself some clean air. Once I put that fast lap down, I went back into the pit, saw Risky. I knew he was going to, but it was a lot of fun. I mean, I knew a lot of fast competitors going to be here. Lucas is always fast. Jakey's always fast. I've seen Risky around here and there in online lobbies, so I know he's quick. So I knew it was going to be a good challenge, and I enjoyed every minute of it.
Absolutely. I mean, that was just qualifying. And then we get into that 15-minute sprint race, and man, you were there the whole way through, battling, battling, battling. And then it looked like you must have made just a little slip up there and lost the pace a little bit. But boy, you sure gave it everything you had to try and catch back up and get back up further up the podium. But how did it feel? I mean, how you were a little bit concerned about Brands Hatch. Not a lot of the drivers are say this is our favorite racetrack, I guess, so to speak, because it's so short, small, technical with these high-powered GT3 cars. How'd the Porsche feel around here this week?
For the most part, it felt all right. I'm not a big fan of the track either. It's hard to stay consistent considering how fast the track is. I did mess up in the beginning, which allowed Lucas to pass. Jakey was right on my butt, which kind of gave me the motivation to keep pushing, 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 and which I did. I was slowly catching him in the end, Lucas, but it was still probably my best run compared to the second race. Second race was, I don't even want to talk about that one. Let's not talk about that one.
It was a little bit chaotic. It was a little bit chaotic for sure at the beginning, but only one driver suffered damage out of all that chaos, and it was a lot of individual incidents in that very early part of that second race. But everybody fought through it, and everybody kept on going, and still provided an absolutely great race. And there was great battling right from the front of the field right through the back of the field. But great performance in Sprint One's podium, finding yourself some good points, and we'll chalk that up on top of the other race finish points, and of course see where you set coming into race two. But I mean, how's this field? I mean, now how does this change your mindset? Maybe from the early part of the before we race tonight to now getting on track against these competitors. Has it changed your mindset and how you're going to prepare moving forward?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I knew that the top five drivers who qualified were quick. I've raced with them multiple times, so I knew I was gonna have to get my head out of my butt and actually put some practice in. Sometimes I usually don't practice just because of work, but I gotta put more practice in, and hopefully I can just keep improving. I love racing with these guys. They help me improve. We practice all the time now. So, and they give me tips left and right. And I always try and follow their lines, see what they're doing. It's really all you can do, and it just helps improve your race dramatically.
Absolutely, and tight racetrack, 15 very fast racers on the track at one time, and it's only a 2.4 mile track. So, but the one thing I did notice is with the exception of Tattooed Freak having a pretty hard hit there late in the second race, there all drivers staying on the lead lap throughout both races as well. So, and I didn't have to deal with any blue flag traffic, but overall, I mean, I think really any one of these drivers in this driver list could take one of these races. Don't let the way that these drivers finished in these two races here today fool you, because once these drivers start to settle into this series, it is going to be a jailhouse brawl for that championship, for lack of a better word. But great racing for you, first podium of the season, so I'm sure that's exciting for you. I guess anything you want to add to your races today, and any shoutouts and thank yous?
Shout out to Apex, and always DDR for hosting these wonderful series. They're awesome. I love them. And also to you, GT45, for streaming them. I love watching them, seeing where I mess up and correcting my mistakes, and just looking forward to the rest of the season.
Well, awesome. Appreciate you, and congratulations. And we'll let you get back to that clubhouse and go celebrate back with the boys.
Take care, buddy.
All right, so we do have IT43 in the house, so we're going to go straight to him right away here. It's very late. He's got to work soon. So congratulations. Great second race for you. You showed a really good pace in the first race. You just had a little bit of damage, and that hurt you a little bit, but still coming in with a solid finish. But then, boy, race two, you just showed that pace. You showed your knowledge of the racetrack. And from here, the floor is yours, my guy. And when you're all finished up, follow it up with some shout-outs and thank yous.
Thanks a million, man. And good evening or good morning from here. No, yeah, race one started off, I suppose, a little messy. I don't know if I got a little nudge. I don't think it was cold tires, but it's early days. Race one, it happens. A little bit of damage. Put the pace back in, caught up. It was very hard to catch up on the straights. I was kind of keeping level time with, it was Miss Davis ahead of me for a while. There was a couple of, I think, nudges from the two of them ahead. So I was able to claw back a few seconds, and I made up a couple of positions race one, but it gave me an advantage race two. Started up in fourth, and I have a little advantage. I did a few races from Roving Island in the UK. This was one I didn't do, so I did a practice there over the weekend. Had the strategy in and just went with the pace. Just stuck at it. Quite tired, so focus was just kind of don't push it too hard. Just keep a steady flow going. Slow in, fast out. Worked. So I don't think I had a mess in race two at all. I think it was a full clean race, so I'll take that.
Absolutely. That was some great racing tonight.
Yeah, no. I said I'm working off about 3 hours sleep in the last 2 days, so my mind's a bit dry at the minute. But no, happy enough with the results. Race two, I was actually going to pit a lap earlier to try and get the undercut. I knew 2 or 3 laps later I gained the time back as the soft start, take a bit of time to warm up. But I went the extra lap just to give me that bit of a cushion. I didn't expect to get first at all, I'll be honest. I expected tonight to be mid-pack, and I definitely didn't expect to get an extra lap in. So as I know, I'll definitely take race two tonight. I'll take both races as a win.
Absolutely, and I mean, just fantastic stuff, and tough driver field. So to take up a win in this division is definitely should be a big boost moving into Road Atlanta next week. So I guess unless there's anything you want to add, just any shout outs or thank yous you want to toss out there, and we'll let you tuck yourself in for the evening.
As always, thanks to DDR, Daddy himself, Hulky. I do quite a lot of practice with Hulky as well. He's always on the track and he'll always give a hand. Doesn't matter, even with everything has going on. GT45 yourself for giving me the chance of wanting to do one of these championships for a while. It's just a bit late in the evening normally. And other than that, everyone was on track tonight. It was a good race. There was a couple of little messes, but I suppose not bad for a first race, especially at the fast level.
Absolutely, and again, just congratulations on a great racing night, and we'll let you get back to your clubhouse and get with your guys there as well, and can't wait to see what you got for us next week.
Thanks a minute. I look forward to it.
There we go. Race 2 winner, Mr. IT43 from D. Racing, ladies and gentlemen, and showing he's got pace in this top lobby here this season as well. Boy, we had some great racing tonight, didn't we, ladies and gentlemen? All right, well, let's move it down. We got Lucas36 and Risky Replicant left, so let's talk with Lucas here real quick. He was our second place driver in the first race and our third place driver in the second race. So just losing out to Jakey there in the dash to the checkered flag in race 2. But boy, you showed some incredible pace out there today. Talk us through the races and how you feeling after 2 really hard fought battles tonight.
Thanks, Timmy. Appreciate what you do for us. It was fun. Super fun 2 races. Race 1 started, what did I start? 4th? 5th? I don't remember. Anyways, no, third. Race 1 was it was just push. You had to push the whole time, and it was not easy. The Ford GT is such a finicky big girl. It is difficult to keep in line and not get it over rotated on slow corners or jump the curbs. The curbs are the devil in this car. Went real smooth though in race 1. Race 2 was wild, very wild. Got up to P8, P7 with Jake, cutting through that chaos of lap 1. From then on, it was just keep with Jake and let's work together, try to get as far forward as we can. Risky's a super fast driver. There's no doubting that, no questioning it. So it was all about just trying to manage the gap and build upon it as much as we could while he was behind some other drivers. And it went well. I got a big undercut on Jake, had tons more fuel. Thankfully, that is one good advantage to the Ford GT is it's pretty good on that fuel efficiency. Tires, not so much, but it is what it is. Just got to learn to manage it. Towards the second half of the race, the second stint, me and Kanji got into a massive battle, and that was super fun. Not too sure exactly what happened there through what is it, turn one, two, three, four. Uh, Thought I left more than enough space. Maybe I turned in too late. Maybe he turned in too early. But otherwise, it was super fun race. And then seeing Jake pass me, that was a little bit of a dagger in the back. But overall, it was super fun race.
Absolutely, and I mean that qualifying, right through the whole field, right from top to bottom, you were literally splitting hairs between each of you. Was this a little bit of a competition? The race team would come in and be like, "Oh, he just got this lap time," and then was it a challenge? Was it fire for you to try and do the same thing next time around?
Oh, it frustrated me seeing Tom in particular. He laid down a banger of a lap with Risky. I was super pumped on him getting that lap, but also real upset because I knew I wasn't going to be able to touch it. It was seeing how close everyone is. That's real good. That means there's going to be close racing all year. Hopefully, everyone's able to manage that cleanliness and learn to race with each other, learn different drivers. Some of these drivers haven't raced with before, have raced with Jake, Barr, Larry, and a couple others as well. It's just going to be a fun season, I think.
Absolutely, and I mean the only driver with the 4 GT in this split here, potentially maybe even in the overall season. So, looking forward to Road Atlanta with that big old fat car.
Oh yeah, it's a track I'm most excited for on the season schedule. That's probably the track I've turned the most laps outside of Daytona. So here's the hoping I can pull. It's a 50-minute race, so it's gonna be a tough one. Gonna have to be focused that whole hour.
Absolutely, and going from sprint racing where it's just full send and a quick pit strategy kind of mentality into endurance racing in the following week, where it's a whole different strategy. You got to think about race pace, tire management, fuel management, and everything in between that happens in a race. So, a great racer for you tonight. I mean, not surprised. I'm not surprised. You have been showing incredible pace improvements over since our DMJ season ended, and did so very, very well in that series as well. So, definitely looking for that championship this season, it looks like. And I guess anything you want to add to your evening, and any shout-outs and thank yous?
First and foremost, got to thank you, Ghost 40 or GT 45 Gaming, D Dot Racing. Thanks for being the host of the series in a sense. All the drivers, say without them, we wouldn't have these races to begin with. Jake, Peyton, Tom, Risky, all the boys, we all push each other to be faster, and it's definitely showing at the moment.
Absolutely, and very well said. And I mean, congratulations, a huge win for you. And we'll let you get back to the paddock and go celebrate with the rest of the teams and the crews back in behind the wall there.
Oh, it's time to drive 18 hours across the country, my good friend.
Oh yes, good luck this weekend. That's right. That's right.
Yes, sir.
Laguna, is it Laguna this weekend?
No, Laguna's later in the year. We're going to Mid-Ohio this weekend.
Oh, there we go. Lucas 36 heading to Mid-Ohio for some time trial and real life racing this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have those links posted in the Discord server so we can see our second place finisher go throw it down on the track in real life as well. We appreciate you, my guy. Go give him heck this weekend.
Appreciate you. Take care. Good job, Risky.
All right, last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Risky Replicant debut this season for this driver. First time coming into a GT45 Gaming hosted event, and first time with DDR presented event as well. But boy, that sprint race, you just absolutely had incredible pace. You finally stole that pole position in that absolutely very hard fought qualifying session, and really just managed to race kind of from start to finish there. So race 2, you come from the back of the pack, and you were sitting right there in 5th place, just behind all the last second action happening there. Just not quite able to grab up on those guys. But talk us through your night. How you doing? How you feeling?
Hi, first of all, thank you for having me. DDR and the TT45 Gaming, you guys are awesome. Definitely, the races are set up in a fun way. Definitely enjoyed it. Um, and as far as how today went, well, I'm more of an MR guy, or really just any car with an engine in the back. It's kind of what I've been driving for the longest time. So I decided to take the Mercedes for a stroll because it is a new car in the game. So I just kind of wanted to try it out. I felt pretty good with it, pretty consistent when I was trying it out. So I figured, why not? It limits how much practice I get sometimes. So if I can just kind of get a car that's pretty stable right off the bat, kind of helps out in the end. But as far as the first race and qualifying, I mean, the qualifying was very difficult, mainly because all the guys with the MR cars were just flying in the back sectors. I just wasn't able to get the Mercedes to turn. I kind of set the brakes on two and try to trail brake into some of the corners, but I was just losing too much momentum using the trail brake to get the rotation into the corners. So the back sectors is really hard. But I mean, Streeter, Tom, and Luke, they were flying across the whole track all the time, and none of them were making mistakes. And when I made a mistake, they were definitely gaining on me. I was watching the sector times, and they were flying. I mean, consistency was there. They were doing really well. I mean, one mistake, cost you a position in the whole race. So I was really happy that I was able to pull off the win. It was definitely stacked today. Um, do you want to talk about race two? Is that what? Is that? And do you
Yeah,
have
do
any
you?
questions?
I mean, you came all the way from last place in the back of the field, 15th position. You had to start because you won the first race. I mean, that was not an
Mm-hmm.
easy task in such a large, fast lobby. I mean, let's talk to the viewers about that. I mean, how do you manage that, and how do you decide when it's time to go and when it's time just to sit back and wait? Because I mean, 30 minutes isn't a lot of time for a racer to go up 14 positions to try and steal a race win. But in your experience, how do you manage that kind of a challenge in such a very fast lobby?
So I have never driven with any of the guys before, so I don't really know their driving styles just yet. And I don't know their advantages and disadvantages. And really, with me driving first in the first race, I really didn't get a good look of how everybody's driving and where everyone's weakness is. So that was kind of a shot in the dark there, how I'm going to do lap one. But I had kind of an advantage starting in the back because, I could just kind of see what's happening in front of me and not really have to look behind me. So I just kind of was going to let, the first lap kind of roll out and everybody kind of spread apart and then start trying to pass everybody one by one towards, lap two and three. But unfortunately, there was a really big crash, I believe turn three and four, where there was a collision between three or four cars, and Luke and Jakey kind of got away between it all, and I got stuck behind a few people there. So I've really lost a lot of time there because of that. And then afterwards, in lap two, I had to avoid in turn three. I had to avoid a collision with two other cars that got kind of pushed wide, and I knew I couldn't afford any damage. So if anything, I was just gonna take the grass on the high side on the right, and then come back on track. But luckily, I didn't get any damage, and I started catching up. But really, the significant thing in the race for me as to why I wasn't able to catch up was one of the drivers was having a strange lag spike, and I know it was just him because I've kind of looked behind me to see if anybody else is lagging to see if it was me, and he was lagging pretty bad. I would say, I don't know, 5, 6 car lengths. He would just stop for a second and just kind of take off. So I really couldn't do much for about 2, 3 laps. I couldn't pass him because he just kept lagging and eventually kind of stabilized, and I was able to pass him. And then um, I kind of watched the replay from yesterday, um, kind of look and see what kind of strategies people were running. And I knew right off the bat that there was, because of the timer limit on the race, that I had to get to that last lap. Otherwise, I was going to have one lap less. So I was looking at the gap from first to me, and I knew right away that I was going to be super, super close at the very end already. So I kind of was trying to push for it, but unfortunately, on Brands Hatch, you can't really pass unless somebody makes a mistake. Otherwise, it just becomes extremely dangerous. And with my first race, being with you guys, I didn't want to do any dangerous moves and possibly ruin somebody a race. And everybody worked hard and trained hard, and I'm not the type of person to just kind of go for it and ruin somebody's race. It's not my style. So I just kind of just took it corner at a time, and unfortunately, right at the end, we ran out of time, and I was literally a car length behind fourth, second, and I think third also. So yeah, so I think if the timer didn't run out, it would have been really close towards the end. But unfortunately, I had good tires. I still had plenty of fuel. So I think if that timer had not been at where it was because of the crash early in the race, it would have been a really good. I think I would have had a chance at a podium, but that's all right. I mean, Brands Hatch, things happen. Um, I was looking forward to Road Atlanta. Unfortunately, I'll be on vacation next week, so I will not be joining you guys. Unfortunately, I'll be watching it, but um, it's my home track. I'm 30 minutes from it in real life, so it's kind of bums me out. But yeah, like I said, I had a lot of fun tonight. Everybody's really fast. I'm glad it's a stacked lobby. I have things I can learn and work on, and I'm looking for the next one. So shout out to DDR and GT45 Gaming, and I'm very, very excited for the next one.
Well, we appreciate that. Yeah, you look fantastic out there. We definitely know you're a top level driver. We know you're a super fast driver, and we know you work very hard. Obviously, working on other things in the sim racing world as well. So, you just keep plugging away, man. But you are definitely one of those drivers that everybody's going to have their eyes on here moving into in through the season. Even though you're going to miss the endurance race, thankfully for you, you're missing one of the rounds that is just a solo race, not opposed to the two races. So you're not hurting yourself as much as it may seem. So Risky Replicate will definitely be looking to be fighting real hard, getting some podiums for sure on that 8-week chase towards the end of the season after his holidays. But great racing out there. I can't wait to see what else you got for us here this season, and it's definitely a privilege to have you on track with this amazing group of drivers.
Thank you. And I also want to just say I got to get Jake back for stealing that fast lap in the first race. I was pretty upset about those 20 milliseconds.
Absolutely, that was incredible qualifying. That's some of the tightest qualifying we've ever seen here. So, if that's just a taste of what we're going to see all season, the Tuesday night lobby is going to be on fire, ladies and gentlemen. So you definitely don't want to miss out. Every Tuesday night for the next 9 weeks straight at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, these pro men and women are going to put on a show and put down times on these tracks that a lot of us probably could only ever imagine of doing. Congratulations, Risky. Great race season start for you. We can't wait to see you in a couple of weeks' time, and enjoy your holidays, my man.
Thank you, guys. You have a good night.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, those were some great interviews, weren't they? Hey, you know what? It doesn't even matter what division it is when it comes to the interviews. These drivers just always have such great insight, great things to say, and great information to pass along. If you really listen to what some of these drivers say, they're really passing along some really, really good information. So I don't know why that's showing up on the stream. It doesn't show up on my screen. That's weird. Anyways, let's catch up on some alerts here. How we all doing today? Popping off tonight, guys. The Tuesday night racing's always been popular here at the page, and you just come through in the clutch every single week. Let's catch up on alerts. We have a lot to catch up on because, well, the action was just so tight on the track tonight. We just didn't have time to really keep up with it. So, got EA coming in with the heart and the share right at the beginning of the stream. We got Nolander Gaming coming in with the care and triple share. We've got John Grayson with the thumbs up. Victory Pace Racing coming in with the heart. Murray coming in with the heart. And Brandon Schultz coming in with the heart as well. We got Victory Pace Racing Team coming in with a big time share. Appreciate that. Brandon Schultz coming in with the share. Scott Miguel coming in with the heart. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, like 21 shares. Legend. Absolutely legendary. Murray coming in with a share. Aaron Benson coming in with a like. Mike Cutler coming in with a like. Chris Reeves with a like and a share and the 145 star. Bomb! Let's go. What a legend. Method coming in with the heart. Thumbs up on the stream. We got Kilty coming in with 5-time share and a like on the stream. Paul Blomstrom coming in with the heart. It's Cody B coming in with the raid. The OGs are in the house. It's Cody B coming in with his first ever series of league races last night in our amateur division and did an absolutely fantastic job, and also was that recipient of our Viewers Vote Driver of the Day award. And oh my, I almost forgot to announce that right at the end of the stream. Our viewer voted driver of the day today is Risky Replicant, and only edging out IT43 and Kanji by 1 vote each. So Risky Replicant will also be awarded the Viewer's Choice Driver of the Day award here today for his performance in this pro division lobby. It's Cody B coming in with that thumbs up on the stream, and Christian coming in with that thumbs up on the stream. How are you doing, Christian, my guy? We appreciate y'all. The comments, I'm not even going to begin to try and start to catch up on that. You guys absolutely just lit it up all night long, but we'll catch up on what we have on our screen here for sure. We got did Lucas run out? I'm not sure. Congratulations, podium pilots. What a race. GG's, y'all. Great race. IT. Pro-Am goes tomorrow. We got up on that. Well done, all. Great race. All says Nolander. Ian says GG's. It was tough, but I loved it. Chris coming up with the rockin' fingers. We've got hashtag GT from Cold Waters. Appreciate you, my dude. We've got just got in. Congrats to Ian. Risky won the first race. Kilty. Oh, yeah, you caught that there with the interview. Have a good night, Ian. We appreciate you, my guy. Great racing tonight. Have to go back and watch it. I'm sure it was amazing. Hey, we love you, Paulie B. All those beauty you matter hearts coming in from Cody B. Hey, Mark Hansel, we see you, buddy. How you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic evening. Christian Edwards saying, hey, how you doing, brother? Cody B. Raid-ish. But I follow, luckily. Legend, Mark. We got some followers coming up in the chat. We got way to go, Cody B. Cody B. Raid. I'm doing pretty good, buddy. How are you doing? I'm doing fantastic. Followage. Look at this, guys coming in, just lighting up Facebook here. What do we got here? What is our bot telling us? All right, 556 day flex coming in from Mark Hansel. Huge followage right there, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, you do matter. Absolutely right, Christian. Yeah, that's right. Every viewer out there, every person in the world, you all matter. And never forget it, because it is the truth. YouTube absolutely lighting it up too. Absolutely great stuff. I hope everybody enjoyed the broadcast tonight. I hope everybody's enjoying this Roving Island World Tour 2 series here in North America. Again, this is sent down from D. Racing, D.90 on Facebook Gaming. Absolute legend that guy is, and it really is an honor and a privilege to be trusted with these amazing events that these guys put together over there in the United Kingdom. They send them down to us here in North America, and these North American drivers don't disappoint. They never disappoint. They put on such great racing action for us to watch here in the evenings on our work days. I mean, hey, we go to work, we have our tough days. You know, some of us might have our good days, but hey, it's a grind. Being an adult is a grind. But we get to come home Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, pardon me, and we get to see great racing action here from these North American drivers for 10 weeks, 30 races. I can't wait to get this season running full swing. Pro-Am division tomorrow night, our last and final division here, coming in for round 1 at Brands Hatch. Same races, same format. 13 of those drivers are going to take the grid tomorrow night and start their chance at a championship run here at Roving Island World Tour 2. To find out who is in that awesome, very, very close split, you'll have to tune in tomorrow night to see who's on track when we go to start qualifying. Hey, hashtag DDR, what is up, Kilty? Race was awesome tonight. Thanks for bringing it to us, man. Hey, thanks for watching. We appreciate everybody. Chat is absolutely lit. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, again, stay tuned to the YouTube channel in the morning. We should have our pro best and worst moments sitting there for everybody to review at their own leisure, and we do appreciate all that support here at GT45 Gaming, D. Racing, and the most important one of it all, ladies and gentlemen, Macmillan Cancer Support. We are supporting Macmillan Cancer Support throughout this whole series, 30 races, and we're going to do what we do best here at GT45 Gaming in the Winter Circle community, raise some money for charity. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Remember, you all matter. Cody B Gaming, That is the man's motto, and he is a legend, and he is a great vibe streamer, and he changes people's lives on a day-to-day basis, and he probably doesn't even know it. But it is because it is Mental Health Awareness Month, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. So don't be scared to reach out to somebody. My door is always open. Your favorite creator's door is always open. We're here to listen. We're here to talk. And if you need some help, we're here to try and give you the resources and the avenues that you can get to get that help that you need if that is the case. We appreciate y'all. We'll be talking a lot about this throughout the next 30 days. It's an important matter, and I'm going to open up a little bit about my personal life to my community, probably for the first time ever, and we'll let you in on a little bit of my struggles that I've gone throughout my life as far as mental health goes and how we've worked through those things. And hopefully my experiences can help some of you go through some of the stuff that you might be dealing with. We've gone through a lot in my lifetime. Everybody sees me how they see me here, but boy, I've got a backstory, let me tell you what. And it all starts with bullying from a very young age, and just life is crazy sometimes. So I'm comfortable enough now where I feel like I can really talk about it with the viewers in the community and the racers, and I think that the insight and the experience that I've gone through can help some people out there get through their experiences. So it's an important month, so we are going to take some time to sit down, talk about all that stuff, and just do what we do best, chat. Continue to push forward, continue to try and change somebody's life one sim race at a time, one broadcast at a time, one day at a time. I love you guys. Appreciate that right over there, Cody B Gaming. We're totally paying that favor right forward back to another one of our content creators here within the community, as long as one is on. And go show the love from Cody B and GT45 Gaming over there, everybody. We appreciate y'all. Gonna send you off with a little bit of Happy Island music, man. And we'll see y'all tomorrow night for our Pro Am Division Round 1. We appreciate y'all. Stay winning.